Welcome to Week 13 of Football Fridays in Georgia here on Georgia Public Broadcasting and Week 2 of the GHSA playoffs. Tonight, we're in Lawrenceville, Georgia, where the Archer Tigers will take on the Lee County Trojans. The winner continues on that road to the Dome.
Plus, it is your turn to help in this year's Stop the Drop video contest. I'm Claire Sims. I'll let you know how you can help one lucky high school student win $2,500.
I'm Matt Stewart. Coming up in our College Football Hall of Fame recruiting segment, Gamecocks fans you want to watch. Two big-time South Carolina commits playing in the game tonight. In just a few minutes, we'll tell you all about them.
And I'm Chuck Smith. Coming up, I'm going to tell you which team has more flavor than Baskin-Robbins in our extra point.
So it's the Lee County Trojans and the Archer Tigers. The All Access Pass pregame show is coming up next, live on GPB. Hi again and welcome to the Football Fridays in Georgia All Access Pass. Tonight, it's the second round of the GHSA playoffs. 112 teams will be in action tonight. 56 will continue on to the quarterfinals on that road to the Georgia Dome. Tonight, it's Lee County out of Leesburg, Georgia, taking on the Archer Tigers. We are live in Lawrenceville, and I'm Mark Harmon.
And I'm Claire Sims. Thank you for joining us tonight. You know, Mark, both of these teams come into this game red hot. Literally.
Yep.
Lee County is 8-2, but those two losses came at the hands of powerhouse teams, Colquitt County and Valdosta. Archer, they lost their first 3 games, but they have since been on an 8-game winning streak, and those have been impressive wins.
You know, both these teams like the passer. They have big, high-octane offenses, and they both can bring it on defense.
It's going to be a clash of the Titans for sure. And now, we know you have been following this along on your bracket at home all week, all playoffs long. So let's go over to Grace Olson now, our social media correspondent. She's going to tell you, if you haven't filled out your bracket yet, how you can get involved. Grace?
That's right, especially as we hit this point in the playoffs. You cannot beat the excitement from these teams and these fans. The Archer Tigers and the Lee County Trojans were both stopped in the second round of the playoffs last year, and they know one of them is obviously going to move further in this 2014 playoffs, so that's really been the meat of the talk on Twitter and on Facebook all week long. And GPB, we're going to keep you updated on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Facebook from Archer High School all night long throughout this game. And it's playoff time, like I said, which means bracket time. At gpb.org/sports, you'll find brackets from every classification. And I'm going to show you right here real quick at the GPB football app. We also have a way for you to get to those brackets. Here's a blog where 2014 GHSA football state playoff brackets, and you just scroll down and you click the bracket that you're interested in. So here is 6A, you can see it right there. So make sure to check out the brackets and see which teams you're interested in tonight are going to be playing which teams as they move on to the next round. Now, last season was this historical one for this Archer team. They went 11-1, had one final loss at the end of the season, and head coach Dyer, he really wanted to find a way, stitch a way to remind his team that this is a different team, this is a different year, this is their time. The Senior Tigers. Together they practice, together they play. And together they face the reality that tonight could be their last high school football game.
I just want us all to have fun. This is my senior year, you know, this is the last year. Go ahead and make the most of it.
Coming off a historic 2013 season, off-season expectations hung heavy.
The Tigers, 11-1 a year ago, have started 2014 0-2.
That loss to the Lions on GPB was one of 3 straight dropped games to eventual playoff teams. But with defeat came reaffirmation of Coach Dyer's favorite message.
Coach Dyer always said, you know, stay with the process, and, you know, adversity's going to come all the time in football.
We never really gave up, and we always believed that if we stayed true to the process, that we'd come back, and we'd, obviously we have, since we've won all the games since then.
The last time this group practiced out here recouping from a loss was long before bundling up for winter was even a question. But the daily practices over the change of seasons have allowed this Team 6 to mold themselves into the team they envision. In incognito spots on pants and tees, you'll find that slogan. Team 6, Archer's 6th football team, but the first one given its own name.
I wanted to create a different identity for this group. I didn't want them resting on last year. They didn't truly understand the meaning of it until we got got going in the season, and they went through some adversity. And you know, our goal as a coaches was to get them to understand that this is their team, and you know, this year's different from every other.
Team 6, you know, it's really started since freshman year. You know, coming in and playing football with all these guys growing up, and we're brothers, and I can count on anybody on this team.
We've been cohesive since freshman year. We're a special group. We love each other. There's no breaking us.
We come out better having those 3 losses sitting here now than we would have if we would have just had an easy season at the very beginning.
A new team, a new path, and a new goal.
Our goal now is to do better than last year. We got a chance to do that Friday, and you know, we want to eat Thanksgiving breakfast together. And in order to do that, we got to beat Lee County.
Together would be the first ever for this young Archer program, and it would be the first for Coach Dyer since 2001, since his assistant coaching days at Brookwood. But obviously tonight's game will tell if they're hash brown, eggs, and football practice in the future for Coach Dyer. Mark.
All right, it's Coach Andy Dyer's 6th team here at Archer. It's also Coach Dean Fabrizio's 6th team at Lee County. So 6 is going to be lucky for one of these 2 guys. And also now to break down this big game coming up in this round, it's our play-by-play team, Matt Stewart, and of course former Falcon Chuck Smith. X's and O's, time for a little Chalk Talk, a segment we call Extra Point, brought to you by Georgia's Farm Bureau Insurance.
Thanks, Mark. Chuck, let's take a look at our extra points, the keys to tonight's ball game. Let's start with Lee County and pass it on.
Well, number 1, Lee County, they're going against one of the best secondaries in the state. They have to make plays with the quarterback's arm. That's the bottom line. Plus, Archer, their front 4 is pretty tough also, so they're going to have to throw the ball downfield.
Garrett Morrell averages 232 yards passing per game. Lee County, pick your poison.
Well, you got to pick your poison, because I'm going to tell you this, Archer has more flavors than Baskin-Robbins up in here. So what that means is they have multiple weapons of skilled players that can make plays. They're going to have to pick their poison.
Yeah, you can't just shut down one guy to win this ball game.
Right.
You got many weapons for Archer. For Archer, pick up the blitz.
Oh, it's exactly right. Lee County, man, they're going to throw everything. They're going to throw the kitchen sink. They're going to throw the bathtub. Man, they might even throw you, Matt, if you're in the way. But I'm going to just tell you, that's what's going to happen. You're going to have to be able to pick up the blitz, Archer, and understand how to make the right adjustments for the protection.
And also, send 7 or drop 8.
Well, exactly, because here's the deal now. You got to make a decision. Are you going to send 7 or are you going to drop 8? Because it's going to come down to Lee County likes the deep ball, the bomb. So look at that early. So they got to make a decision to send 7 or drop 8.
Clear, those are your extra points.
All right, thanks, guys. With the holiday season just around the corner, it can be very easy to overindulge. And so joining me now to talk a little healthy snacking is the president and general manager of Cigna, Rich Novak. Rich, thanks for being here.
Claire, it's great to be here on Football Friday.
All right, so what's the key to healthy snacking? I think we know in the back of our mind. We don't want to admit it, though.
Yeah, so there are a number of keys to healthy snacking. The first thing to remember is it's okay to snack. In fact, in between meals, a lot of people like to snack. So how often you do it, what you do it with, and what time of day you do it. And but the first big key is this: snacks don't replace well thought out meals. That's the first thing.
Right. And so again, eating your regular meal is very important. You also need to keep in mind practicing portion control with those snacks.
Yeah. So you want to practice portion control. Eating the meals is the number one thing. And breakfast is really key. Don't skip breakfast and think, well, I'll just have a snack before lunch, because your body's looking to get revved up. It needs some energy. It wants to burn things off. So portion control for snacks. A candy bar is okay, during the holiday season, and actually at any time. So, a lot of people in their diet, they're going to eat a good meal, small snack in between meals, next meal, another small snack, and so on. And then what you eat is as important as how much and when you eat.
All right, that is tonight's signature moment with Rich Novak. And Rich, you have a quick shout out, right?
I do have 2 quick shout outs. One is to my hometown Roswell Hornets, coached by John Ford. They're back in the playoffs. Want to wish them the best of luck. And the other is to a school up by Mark Harmon's neck of the woods, Wabash College. The Little Giants are back into the D3 playoffs. Want to wish them good luck as well.
All right, thanks so much, Rich. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, go Little Giants. Now time to check in with John Nelson. He's with the head coach of the Trojans of Lee County, Dean Fabrizio. John, take her away. You know, there's a very, very good chance that there's a microphone problem there, but we'll try to get back to Coach Fabrizio here in just a second. We're just getting warmed up, though, on our All Access Pass pre-game show. Matt Stewart's going to drop by and talk a little college recruiting coming up.
Plus, I'm going to have more on this year's Stop the Drop campaign and how you can help one great Georgia student win $2,500. I'll give you a hint, YouTube. You might want to go check it out. Plus, we are going to have just a ton more stuff as Football Fridays in Georgia's All Access Pass continues right here on GPB.
Football Fridays in Georgia on GPB is made possible in part by Regions Bank. It's time to expect more. Georgia's Electric Membership Corporation, lighting the way. Technical College System of Georgia, learn more, earn more. Cigna, go you. And viewers like you, thank you.
Georgia cotton farmers want you to know cotton is grown in 91 Georgia counties on over 1 million acres. Cotton makes a $2.5 billion economic impact and accounts for over 15,000 jobs in Georgia. Cotton's innovative production has lowered water use per pound of cotton by 75% since 1980. One bale of cotton can make 215 pairs of denim jeans or 700 towels. Cotton is a natural choice for Georgia.
Hey Georgia high school students! GPB's annual Stop the Drop video contest is back and open for entry. Show off your creative side with a 30-second PSA about the value of staying in school. You can win a cash prize and make a difference. Visit gpb.org/stopthedrop for more information.
Each week, GPB brings you the latest in high school sports.
Hi again, everybody.
But we want to hear what you have to say. Tell us what's going on with your team. Share your favorite moments. Post your own pictures and videos. And let everyone know why your team will go all the way.
Best you've ever seen. You haven't seen a game until you've been to one of the games.
Just log on and like us on Facebook, where you can post comments, pictures, and videos to earn your own team bragging rights. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, too.
Welcome back to the GPB All Access Pass pregame show as we get ready for kickoff of the second round GHSA playoff game between Lee County and Archer.
Just a Sweet 16 remains in each classification. Let's send it over now to John Nelson. He's got the head coach of Lee County, Dean Fabrizio, alongside. John?
Thank you very much, Mark, here with the coach. And when you took over the program a handful of years ago to where you are now, talk about what this ride has been like for you guys.
Well, it's just been a great experience for our team, our school, and our community. Winning the region last year, moving up to 6A and Region 1 6A, and being able to get in the playoffs and be here in the second round. It's been a great experience for our school and community.
With everything that goes on in Region 1 6A, one of the toughest regions in the country, coming into the year, did you guys feel like you were going to have to make a statement like this first year out?
Well, we didn't really talk about making a statement. We just knew it was going to be a battle once you got to region play week in and week out. And we talked about our kids, how we had to be ready each and every week and bring our best game. And it was going to be an honor to play in some of those environments and in those communities, and it certainly was this year.
All right, let's play the match game to finish up the segment. To win tonight, other than the normal stuff, I have to blank.
We have to take advantage of any opportunities we get because Archer's not going to give us a whole lot of them.
All right, go inside and get both your team.
Thanks a bunch, guys.
Thanks, Coach. Let's send it back over to Mark. One coach down, one coach coming up.
All right, John Nelson, thank you very much. Coming up now, we welcome in our play-by-play man, Matt Stewart, for the College Football Recruiting Hall of Fame recruiting roundup. And boy, there's a couple of blue-chip type guys coming in. Let's start with Lee County and a big sophomore defensive tackle.
Yeah, Aubrey Solomon. He's already been offered by Ole Miss, and he is just a sophomore. Only played in 6 games this season. Hyperextended his knee against Tift County, and he is just now coming back. That's why his stats are down, just 17.5 tackles on the season, 2 sacks and 3 tackles for loss. But he is a 24/7 composite 4-star, and he is the number 7 rated defensive tackle in the class of 2017.
On the offensive side of the ball, they have another guy who's great, Chris Barnes.
Yeah, and the Ole Miss Rebels would like to get a hold of him, too. He is a junior. He is a 3-star. He's rated by 24/7 Composite, the number 39 offensive tackle in the class of 2016. 6'3", 285 junior, offered by Ole Miss and Old Dominion, helped pave the way for a Lee County offense that averages 62.7 plays per game and 396 yards of total offense.
For the home team, the Archer Tigers, they've got a great wide receiver.
They do, and if you're a Gamecock fan, South Carolina Gamecock fan, you're going to want to watch tonight's ball game because of Kyle Davis and another. But first, Kyle Davis, 6'3", 220 junior, man, he looks the part. 48 receptions this year for 895, 6 touchdowns, 18.5 yards per catch. 4-star, number 12 rated athlete in the class of 2016, committed to South Carolina in July.
And Archer has another guy that can catch the ball, their big tight end.
And he is also committed to South Carolina in Steve Spurrier. He's the number 33 rated tight end in the class of 2015, a 3-star. Only 4 catches for 37 yards, missed 8 games this year with a disc problem in his back, or a back injury, I perhaps should say. Last year, 32 catches, but he is healthy. He is in the ball game tonight. He could be a very big factor for the Archer Tigers.
All right, nobody knows high school and college recruiting like Matt Stewart on our College Football Hall of Fame Recruiting Roundup.
Thanks, guys. This is a game that people have been talking about all week long on social media, so let's go over to our social media correspondent, Grace Olson, with some photos to share. Grace?
Thank you, Claire. That's right. We love hearing from the schools, from the athletes on Twitter, and we love hearing from the students and what they're saying about the athletes. I'm going to show you a few tweets from some supportive Archer fans. The talk is all about Gabe Tiller, the quarterback at Archer. We have Megan Cook saying, "Good luck tonight to my fave quarterback, Gabe Tiller." Then we have Paye Dobson saying, "Good luck to brothers tonight, Gabe Tiller," and another teammate. And then Kathy Allen, who says, "Husband and I are sitting on Go watching our grandson Gabe and the Mighty Tigers slipping under the radar. Shock and awe," because you can watch the game online at gpb.org/sports. And then our final tweet is from Stephen Collier, a former Lee County Trojan quarterback, who says, "Go Trojans." He's now at Ohio State. So those are the tweets for the segment. Back over to you guys.
All right, but is Luke Bryan going to be here? That's what the social media world wants to know.
Yeah, and Phil Phillips, he's my favorite.
All right, we'll see. Buster Posey might drop by as well. You know, one of the biggest missions we have here on Football Fridays in Georgia, bar none, is to help improve Georgia's graduation rate.
Yeah, and this year, as part of our annual Stop the Drop campaign, we've been highlighting programs in our community that are working to help high school students succeed.
What did we discuss last week?
For GPB and the United Way, this season has been all about high school graduation rates. Why does Georgia have one of the worst in the country, and what are we doing to help? The answer comes from 10 organizations, all of them tackling different problems that Georgia high school students face.
We service so many kids that don't have access to food sometimes, that don't even have backpacks and school supplies. We really do still have poverty-stricken kids here, and they need our support.
Many of our kids don't understand what it means to be a man because they don't have men in their environments.
We have this mixture of cultures, and that's what makes us unique. For us, we have to go through life being both Latino and American.
But for every obstacle, there is also a solution.
I like early college because your classes are one semester long and they count for a whole year. And they pack a whole year of knowledge into one semester, which is brilliant.
And while the goal is to help students graduate and move on, some students return to pass on what they've learned to the next generation.
I started here in 2000 as a student in the high school program, the Community Action for Teens program. And actually it was the CAT program and the tutors that helped me study for my SATs, apply for college.
I can relate to them because I'm from your area. I probably lived on the same streets you lived on. So that's where I definitely can be the most help. Like, hey, I've been here, I've lived here all my life. If I can make it, definitely you can too.
But the biggest impact can be seen in the lessons students learn each day.
It's taught me a lot of things about myself that I really wouldn't know. And it opened doors to a lot of opportunities.
It helped me open my mind to like what colleges, the top colleges I wanted to go to actually require, like scores, your personality characteristics and all that.
One thing that they always promote is like leadership. So I feel like I've become a little bit of a better leader.
We've seen the programs in action. They're passionate, they're motivated, and they're ready to help Georgia students succeed in high school and whatever comes next.
I already getting the experience before college even comes. It's an amazing experience, and it's really helpful because it will prepare me for what I'm waiting for.
Amazing programs and amazing kids. Well, it is your time to cast your vote in this year's Stop the Drop video contest. We had more than 130 entries in this year's contest, but we have narrowed it down to 10 to help you pick your favorites. So now it is up to you. So you can watch the top 10 videos at gpb.org/stopthedrop. To vote for your favorite, simply like the video. And remember, you have to have a YouTube account to be able to take part. The video with the highest number of likes will win, and we will announce the winners at the GHSA Championships in December. Our first prize winner is going to take home $2,500. Second prize is going to score $500. Stop the Drop is a joint partnership between GPB and the United Way of Greater Atlanta.
So get out there and vote. Now let's check in with John Nelson. He is with Rachel Freeman of Cigna for a big presentation. John?
It is that time. Ladies, if you would please, front and center very quickly, right here. Here we go. Rachel, it is that time.
Thanks, John. I'm delighted to be here tonight on behalf of all of Cigna to present Archer High School a check for $1,000.
And it is time once again for thank y'all for being a good host to us tonight.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks to Cigna and thanks to GPB. We're delighted. Appreciate that.
And go Tigers. From that point of view, we'll catch up with him at halftime. Let's send it back over to the set for more.
All right, John Nelson, thank you very much. You know, coming up, John's going to be back. He's going to take a trip to Leesburg. He's got the latest on the Trojans of Lee County.
Plus, Mark is going to talk to the head coach of Archer, Andy Dyer, and we're going to have a lot more. So you're not going to want to tune away as we count down the kickoff on Football Fridays in Georgia's All Access Pass right here on GPB.
You look twice before crossing. You exercise, you choose the salad occasionally, but when it comes to staying well, physically, financially, emotionally, going it alone is hard. So Cigna has your back and your knees 24/7, in sickness and in health, answering your questions, giving you some coaching, helping you get well and stay well. That's having a partner who's with you all the way. Cigna.
Let's go down to John Nelson, who's having a whole lot of fun. Is that John Nelson, the conductor? Yeah.
I grew up in DeKalb County, so I knew all about the reputation. World-renowned, high-powered, high-octane, and to get the chance to conduct that band on Football Fridays in Georgia, are you kidding me? To be able to climb on that ladder and get them through a number in one piece, it's one of the coolest things I've ever got the chance to do here at GPB. I cannot wait to see what this season brings. Go on to GPB Sports Facebook page and let us know some of your favorite moments.
Stay connected to your team like never before with the GPB Sports Football app. Get the latest news. Watch featured games live wherever you are.
Finds a hole. Look at that. Look at that.
Find relevant info on schools and take interactive 3D tours of stadiums around the state. Tweet game highlights from the stands and get up-to-the-minute scores all Friday night. The Gridiron has gone digital. Download the free GPB Sports Football app from the iTunes App Store now.
When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will
You just won the Class 2A state championship. Where are you going?
I'm going back to high school.
Your dreams come true.
Welcome back to GPB's All Access Pass pregame show, coming to you live from Lawrenceville, Georgia, as the Archer Tigers get ready for battle with the Trojans of Lee County.
112 teams are still on the road to the Georgia Dome after tonight. 56 talented and tough teams will remain on that road. We now welcome in the author of 4 books, 2 on high school football in the great state of Georgia, Johns Nelson. A segment we call Johns Georgia, brought to you by
Georgia ZMC.
And this week you headed down to One Trojan Way in Leesburg, Georgia.
And the zip code escapes me at the moment, but it was fun to catch up with the folks just north of Albany. We're going to spend some time in Sumter and Mitchell ENCs to introduce you to tonight's visitors.
We are dead to rights, born and raised. We are thick and thin till our last days.
Welcome to Leesburg, just north of Albany, a town with more celebs than stoplights. 3-2 to be exact. Philip Phillips, Luke Bryan, and the Giants' Buster Posey outnumber the traffic stops. And if you're looking for everyone on a day other than Friday, dinner hours pretty much set for El Maya's Mexican Fare.
I usually come here about once a week, probably.
Okay, so what is the go-to meal here for anybody that wants to come here?
Chicken and cheese nachos.
I always go with the fajitas for 3, 2 or 3, it'll feed 4. And it's just a close-knit family unit that you can tell when you come in here. And like I come in here probably more often than I should.
We want to have Thanksgiving dinner right here on this field. What we got to do to accomplish that is get better today.
Fridays are reserved for the 7,500-seat Trojan Field, and for a school that's the smallest in 6A and a team that practically no one thought would be here, the region got them ready for tonight.
It was a big step up for us in as far as level of competition, and even though we feel like we've been playing some good competition here every year in Southwest Georgia, but it was certainly a big step up this year, and it was week in and week out. When you get that region schedule, it's a battle, and not only is it a battle, but the fan atmosphere and just everything that goes along with it is something else.
I mean, it was tough, but then again, it's an experience like no other. I mean, you will never experience the atmosphere and the how you get crowds get into the game, how the players get into the game. You'll never experience that in another region.
It feels good, but we want to accomplish even more than that. They didn't even think we was going to win a game, but we turned out that we make it to the second round of the playoffs and doing real good.
Somebody play it again, play it again, play it again.
It's fun to go down there to Leesburg. We are officially shouting out to you, Philip Phillips, Buster Posey, and Luke Bryan. Let us know that you're watching the game, and download the GPB Sports app while you're at it.
And I noticed you had their songs in that piece.
Why not?
Johns Georgia, brought to you by
Georgia's EMC. We're all about pleasing the folks.
All right, when he hits the road, you got to be careful, folks. The Archer Tigers are coming into this one on a big-time roll, currently on an 8-game winning streak. And just moments ago, I talked to the head Tiger himself, Coach Andy Dyer.
Well, it's great to be in the second round. You know, our kids have really battled hard to get back to get ourselves in the playoffs, and ended up tying for a region championship, and we're able to win round 1. So we got a great opponent with Lee County. Coach Fabrizio does an unbelievable job, and his kids, I've been watching him on tape all week. He's got a talented bunch, so it's going to be a tough chore for us tonight.
What kind of team do you have this year? Obviously, you started off with the 3 losses against very tough teams, had injuries early, but you battled back.
We have. You know, we started out 0-3. We had some injuries up front early in the year, and had some new faces playing, and you know, we were driving to win in each of those 3 ball games, and came up on the short end of the stick. And you know, our kids never batted an eye. They really did, and they understood that we were in this thing for the long haul, and it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So so here we are. Hopefully we can make it to Thanksgiving.
What are you going to tell your team right before they hit the field here for this second round GHSA playoff game?
I'll give them our normal reminders. You know, protect the football, be great tacklers, and you know, can't give up a deep ball tonight, and can't turn the ball over. So it's going to take all 3 phases. They do a great job coaching their kids up. So get out here, have fun, play hard, and let's go get a W.
All right, 4 wins, and you're state champs.
Yes, sir. We're taking it one game at a time. I told them when we started last week. 1-game championships. Nobody's allowed to look at brackets. Nobody's allowed to look at anything but what we have on hand right now. So tonight, hopefully, we can get another 1-game championship. So,
thanks very much.
Thank you.
You know, all coaches say you play them 1 game at a time. They all count 1.
Yeah, you can't let it overwhelm you. You have to just look to the next one, the next one, the next one, and then before you know it, you're in the Georgia Dome.
4 wins, you're state champs.
All right, thanks, Mark. We are closing in on kickoff time, but first, one last time, we're going to hear from everybody's favorite social media correspondent, Grace Olson. Grace?
Thank you. You guys keep talking about Luke Bryan and Phillip Phillips, and they really are all the talk on Twitter from both of these teams. Here's a tweet I'm going to show you from Morgan Lewis, who says, Phillip Phillips and Luke Bryan went to Lee County. Come support your alma mater tonight at Archer. Thanks, XOXO. So she's clearly trying her hardest to get those guys out here tonight. So we shall see what happens with that. And on Facebook, we have a post pinned to the top of our page with a link to all of the brackets. And we asked users are following to comment below and let us know which games you're watching tonight. So here are a few comments from users. Cliff Jordan, Colquitt County in full beast mode. Rebecca Shea Freeman, Colquitt County, go Pack Go. And Rick Toland, go defending state champs, Griffin Bear. So that's it for me. Now back over to you, Mark.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready. It is finally that time. It is time for kickoff of the second round of the GHSA playoffs in just a few minutes.
It is time for the Trojans of Lee County.
And the Tigers of Archer.
It is time for Football Fridays in Georgia, live on GPB.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
Now the time has come. The long season of digging in began under harsh summer skies.
Good job.
Careful cultivation of talent and the nurturing of teamwork followed throughout the fall. Good weather, bad weather, that can't matter when you're growing winners. In the end, the only things that count are skill, synergy, and the drive to survive. And now we're at a critical junction. It's time to look to the harvest. Here comes the reaper. 192 teams started this journey. When we get to the state championships, only 14 will still be alive. It's survival of the fittest time. Join us to see who goes home and who goes on as we head toward the finals at the Georgia Dome. More cowbell. It's time for another round of the playoffs on Football Fridays in Georgia. Tonight, the Lee County Trojans take on the Archer Tigers, live on GPB.
Time to play some football.
That's a championship team right there.
It's a hot time tonight.
Welcome to Archer Community Stadium in Lawrenceville, Georgia, where the march to the Georgia Dome continues with the second round of the Georgia High School Association 6A playoffs as the Lee County Trojans take on the Region 8 co-champion Archer Tigers. Lee County advanced with a 44-6 victory over Lovejoy on the Wildcats' home field, while Archer knocked out the two-time defending state champion Norcross Blue Devils last week for Archer's second playoff win ever. The winner advances to the quarterfinals for the first time to play either Roswell or Hillgrove, and it would be the quarterfinals for either one of these teams for the first time. And good evening, I'm Matt Stewart, joined by former Atlanta Falcons star defensive end Chuck Smith. And Chuck, what a great ball game we have tonight. Let's start with Lee County. Got to be the surprise team of the entire state, led by head coach Dean Fabrizio.
He's done a fantastic job. Anytime you go from 5A ball to 6A ball and really step up and not only shock the region, but come out and really show the state that you really have a great team. And he talked about his team's done everything they can do this year, and he believes in them, and so give him a lot of credit. I mean, this team is here to stay, and we know who Lee County is now.
Third consecutive playoff appearance for Lee County, 4 in 5 years under Fabrizio. And to put it in perspective, before he got here, they had only 3 playoff appearances dating back to when the school opened in 1971. Okay, Archer, new kid on the block, led by head coach Andy Dyer. They are in the playoffs now for a 4th time, and this is the 3rd year in a row, and they are going for their second playoff win. And they've been one of the hottest teams in the state since starting the season 0-3.
And when you think about that starting 0-3, it tells me a lot about Coach Dyer. Number one, keeping your team focused on the task, and the task is to get to have an opportunity to win a state championship. Coach Dyer has done a fantastic job, because when you start 0-3, I mean, you got to manage all these kids. Give them a lot of credit.
0-3, and their losses came against very good teams in the state playoffs, and they had a chance to win all 3 games against Sandy Creek, Peachtree Ridge, and, of course, against Grayson, the team we saw here on GPB last Friday night. And they've gotten some of their stars back, too. Connor Redmond's missed most of the season with a back injury, and Kobe Smith, big defensive tackle. You're going to like watching him as well. He's missed some time with injuries as well. So a great ball game tonight. Lee County and it's Archer, second round of the state playoffs. Checking all the scores around the state here in the second round tonight and keep you up to date on that. Down on the field is John Nelson.
Thank you very much, Matt and Chuck. Good evening to you, and good evening however you are accessing us tonight, whether it's on GPB TV, gpb.org, or the GPB Sports app. Last week, 9 ranked teams fell by the wayside in a bunch of upsets because of the way the matchups have fallen this year in the cycle. 10 more ranked teams will lose tonight. So after round 2, you will have one-third of the ranked teams in the state of Georgia who will no longer be chasing after the championship in each one of the 7 games that we'll see in a couple of weeks at the Georgia Dome. There are a couple of 3s, there are a couple of 4s, and obviously there are ones who are playing home like we have here tonight. We'll be chasing after a lot of the matchups, and a lot of the matchups we did not expect normally when it comes to second rounds. You've got Marist going to Griffin. You've got Buford going up against Mary Persons and Quad A. Hillgrove is in the upper part of the bracket here, as you just saw a couple of seconds ago. Single A starts tonight. We'll be examining that as we come to the halftime on back roads and backfields. So a lot of action going on, and only half of the teams will make it past tonight when it comes to chasing after those championships. Let's send it back upstairs to Chuck and Matt, and let's light the slightly warmer candle from Archer Community Stadium than the one we had last week.
Slightly warmer. It's not quite as cold as it was last Friday night, but still cold enough. A great Friday night here in November for the Georgia High School Association state playoffs. Lee County made the trek up from Leesburg, 8-2 this season for the Trojans. They went 3-2 in Region 1 6A, the number 3 seed. Their wins came against Tift County on the road, 24-21, 42-30 over Lowndes. And head coach Dean Fabrizio says when his ball club beat the Vikings of Lowndes, everybody in Leesburg really took notice and said, man, we might have something here. And then they went on the road and beat Camden County 40-23. Their lone bad loss came at Colquitt County, the number 1 ranked team in the state, and they lost a heartbreaker to Valdosta 22-21. And that's why they are the 3 seed instead of the 2 seed and playing on the road instead of at home. And the Archer Tigers, 8-3 on the season. They went 7-1 in Region 8 6A. The co-champions along with Grayson and Decula. And because those 3 teams beat each other, went 1-1 against each other in that round robin, it was a coin toss to determine the number 1 seed. And despite the fact Archer had the worst of the overall records, they ended up winning the coin toss and the number 1 seed. 3rd playoff appearance ever. They are 2-2 all time in the playoffs, and led by head coach Andy Dyer. He knows something about success, played at Brookwood High School under head coach Dave Hunter, and more on that story as the night goes on. He has turned this Archer Tigers program into what one publication referred to as the new superpower in Gwinnett County.
Superpower, huh? Well, he comes from great lineage now. He does.
They'll need a win tonight to get to the quarterfinals before I think you can ascend to that category of superpower, but they certainly have the talent on the field to make that kind of a boast with incredible prospects like Connor Redmond, Kyle Davis, Jemias Williams, Dylan Singleton, and Isaiah Pryor. All of those guys, big-time college football recruits. And in the case of Jemias Williams, number 1 right there, and Isaiah Pryor, those guys are just sophomores. So Archer here in the 2nd round looking for their first second-round win ever. These guys are going to be around for a while.
Yeah, and they got a lot of talent. And, you know, that's the key. They had a successful season last year. Didn't quite go as far as they wanted to. But, you know, they're here to show everybody that, man, Archer's here to stay.
Your GoBuildGeorgia.com kickoff. Learn a skill, build a career, do it now at GoBuildGeorgia.com. Archer in their red and silver, looking a lot like the Ohio State Buckeyes. And Lee in their white jerseys with red numbers. Taken by Quimbley at the 10-yard line. Quimbley in trouble, going down at the 11. No running room for Quimbley right there. Tackle made by DeQuan Smith. And poor field position for the Lee County Trojans as they start on offense for the first time tonight, deep in their own territory. They are led by their quarterback, number 12, Garrett Morrell. Morrell, a 6'2", 180-pound junior, has completed 59% of his passes, 161 for 274, 2,326 yards. That's 232 a game, 25 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. They are an up-tempo offense. They average just under 63 plays per game. Translate that out to a college football game, that's 78 plays per game.
And that's a lot of plays. That'll wear you down. And they're gonna try to come out early. They want to establish maybe some big plays here, taking a shot.
So a flag down on the very first play.
For the snap, false start on the offense. After that 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Chip Huffman is our referee tonight. A half the distance to the goal penalty, backs it up to the 7-yard line. Actually, that's a 5-yard mark-off. Huffman said half the distance. It was a 5-yard mark-off, so 1st and 15 now from the 7. Morrell rolling and throwing, and that is complete. Willie Kelly, the running back, with his 24th catch of the season. As we take a look at the Regions Bank starting lineup for the Trojans on offense, Barnes is the big prospect at left tackle, joined by West, Johnston, Bird, and Baker. Gardner and Kelly in the backfield. Quimbley, McRae, and Eford are the wide receivers. Gardner lined up in the backfield right now. We have another flag.
Looks like another.
Before the snap, false start.
False start.
On the offense, 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
So 2 false start penalties in the opening 3 plays. No doubt a case of the nerves here, Chuck.
Well, no question about that. And anytime you're on the road, playoffs, little playoff jitters. And, but I tell you about that offense, that they have the capabilities of making up that ground really fast. But 2 penalties early, Coach Fabrizio, that's not the way he wanted to start this playoff game.
Lee County averaged 396 yards of total offense per game during the season. Gardner with the carry. And Gardner stopped after about a yard gain. Not much doing for Gardner right there as we take a look at the Regions Bank starting lineup. For Archer on defense, Armstrong, Amazon, and Sweat up front. Bliss, Judge, Miller, and Finch on the second line, along with Pryor. And it's 3rd down now and 7. Morrell back to pass, throws, and nearly intercepted by Aramis Bryant.
Looks like they were trying to throw a curl pass there. Nice play by Aramis Bryant. They got away with one there now. Holds the ball, great coverage here. He has nowhere to go with the ball. Throws the ball really late. But excellent job by Aramis Bryant.
Dylan Singleton deep for Archer. Short kick that takes a Lee County bounce and across the 50-yard line on the punt by Michael Langston. And good field position here for Archer as they'll go on offense for the first time right around the midfield stripe, and they are led by their quarterback, the senior, number 7, Gabe Tiller, 6 foot 175. He has completed 57.8% of his passes, 130 for 225, 2,246 through the air, 22 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions. Blitz coming. Goes up top and overshoots Kyle Davis, his intended target. Don't worry, they'll be going back to Kyle Davis before the night's over.
Yeah, they will. When you got a playmaker like Kyle Davis, you're going to come right out. And I like what Coach Dyer did. Take a shot. Take a shot early. Now you have, right now you got to think about it. Lee County is going to have to respect that for the rest of the game. But, man, now some speed going down that sideline now.
Well, they tried to hit the home run on the blitz by Lee County. So 2nd down and 10 from the 49. Pass thrown complete to Singleton. Cuts inside. And Singleton gets close to 9 on the play, down to the 42. 19th catch of the season for Singleton.
We call this just making a play. Now screen, throwing it right now. This is all Singleton. This is all effort. This is tough running. He makes another 2 yards just on heart and effort. Good effort there.
3rd down and 1, ball at the 42. And a timeout will be called by Archer right here, facing a big 3rd down. And this is a big 3rd down because you got less than a yard to go. If you don't get it, you're probably going for it right here, don't you think?
Well, I think so. And I think you're playing with 2 down. So I'd be surprised if they come out and throw it here. I know they like the pistol power, run the quarterback directly behind the center. And that's a safe play, so you got 2 plays to kind of try to take advantage of it. But, you know, coming out right now, both teams coming out kind of putting it in the air. Kind of expected that.
What great improvement Archer has made in a short period of time under Andy Dyer. Came here from Mill Creek, where he was an assistant under Shannon Jarvis before taking this job. It's just their 5th full season of football, although it's their 6th season. The first year they played a truncated schedule. A 5th full season since 2010. They went from 1-2 to 2-8 to 5-6 to 6-4 to 11-1 last season. 8-3 here tonight and trying to reach the quarters for the first time. Go with a heavy set. Handoff goes Jamias Williams. First down and more for Jamias Williams. Ball is out and recovered by Lee County at the 21. Williams had the first down and Moore got stripped, and Lee County has the turnover.
He gets to the outside. Excellent job. Just got a ball security. Just gets it ripped out.
That was a great play by Curtis Williams, the corner, to strip him, and now the officials conferring. Wow, they're going to say it's Archer's ball.
Say stepped out of bounds?
We'll take another look at it on the replay to see if we can find out what happened, and we'll see if John Nelson can give us an interpretation down there as well after he talks to the officials.
Excellent blocking here, but excellent play here, Curtis Williams.
Okay, he's definitely not out of bounds. So maybe Archer must have gotten on top of that thing after it looked like Lee County had covered it. So Archer has it at the 21-yard line. They give it to Jamias Williams, and he gets wrestled to the ground right away by Green. That's Dextrick Green, the Mike linebacker, making the tackle right there for Lee County. As we take a look at the Regions Bank starting lineup for Archer up front: Hornsby, Hammond, Stein, Blues, and Burton. Williams, Armstrong, the fullback when they go with the fullback. Nails also a running back. Davis and Redmond is the tight end right there. 2nd down and 10. Big hole for Nails. And a first down carry for Randy Nails. Nails with 834 yards rushing coming into tonight's ball game, and Chuck, a big carry right there.
Well, you're exactly right. And he's running behind an offensive line that has all seniors. And Nails gets downhill right now. That's what you want. One cut and go.
So 1st and goal to go from the 8-yard line. Nails again. Running tough. Touchdown. Randy Nails takes it in from 8 yards out for his 8th touchdown of the season as we take a look at the TCSG touchdown replay.
Foundation of the spread offense, the inside zone dive, does a great job of making a play, breaking tackles. I love when you see them young men, when you see those knees keep chugging. Nice run by Nails.
The PAT by Cole Fisher, now 47 of 48 on the season. Randy Nails caps a 6-play, 52-yard drive, and it came after it looked like Archer got a break on a fumble. They lead it 7-0.
Football Fridays in Georgia on GPB is made possible in part by Regions Bank. It's time to expect more. Georgia's Electric Membership Corporation, lighting the way. Technical College System of Georgia, learn more, earn more. Cigna, go you. And viewers like you, thank you.
As a strong, stable bank, Regions is always looking for opportunities to boost the vitality of our communities. In addition to offering financial solutions for our customers, we are committed to supporting local initiatives and organizations that help our neighborhoods thrive. Regions is proud to be a partner with GPB in building a better Georgia.
Eight-yard touchdown run by Randy Nails has given Archer a 7-0 lead on their opening drive. Biggest play of that drive was the fumble recovery by Archer after Jamias Williams got stripped by Curtis Williams. And it looked like Lee County got on top of that ball, but somewhere in the pile, Archer came up with it.
And
Connor Redmond, the tight end for Archer, slips in there and wrestles the ball away.
ain't nothing worse than coming back to that sideline when you just fumble without that ball. And listen.
And here's the touchdown by Nails. Broke a tackle, broke another. Took 2 guys into the end zone with him. 6 plays, 52 yards. Took less than 2 minutes.
Jim, yes, sir. Coach Dyer over there yelling. You never come back to that sideline without the ball. Are you kidding me? Nothing worse, man. You get down there and scrap, you pinch, you bite, you do whatever you got to do to get that ball.
You find a way to get it back, and that's what Connor Redmond, the South Carolina Gamecock commit, was able to do. It's big for his team because they've got a touchdown because of his hustle and tenacity. So Archer on top, 7-0. Booming kick right there. Backing up into the end zone, and Quimbley will not be able to return that. And so the ball will come out to the 20-yard line for Lee County.
Well, Lee County came out early, tried to establish the run, and they were forced to pass. They had 2 penalties on their first drive. So it's going to be really important that they don't come in and set themselves back, because when you're on the road, those are the kind of penalties that in the end bite you in the butt.
Well, Morrell and Lee County love to throw that ball. They got Quimbley, who's got 54 catches. McCrae's got 38. Eford's got 30. Willie Kelly out of the backfield with 24. They will spread it around, but nothing kills a spread offense quicker than 3 and outs.
That's right.
Kills their defense, too, because the offense always plays so fast. Morrell back to pass, throws, and that is complete. And Willie Kelly with his second catch, very similar to his first. Kelly out of the backfield is a big-time wide receiver for him and close to a first down.
Heck of a throw by number 12, Garrett Morrell. I mean, just puts that ball on the rope, gets it out of his hands quick.
Some smoke coming off of that one, and it's going to be 2nd down and 2. Tripped up in the backfield. No running room right there as they tried a sweep to Kendall Jackson. And a flag out again as Chip Huffman will make the call for us.
Illegal formation on the offense.
It looks like to me Lee County's offensive line is
illegal formation on the offense. That penalty is declined. 3rd down.
Some of the linemen look like they're back in the backfield a little bit, making an illegal formation. I think your head has to split the hip of the center if you're the guard, and then you go all the way down the line that way.
So 3rd down and 6. Ball at the 23. Lee County still trying to get their offense untracked. Heavy rush. Morrell hops up, and he's going to go down. A quarterback sack for Rayshawn Judge. 5th tack of the season for the Judge.
Well, what you see here is we call this smoke and mirrors. They're going to bring pressure here, here, here. They're playing man-to-man on the corners. And great job, the chess match. That one went to, of course, here, Archer. They're playing man coverage. Great job bringing a 6-man blitz.
Michael Langston standing at his 4-yard line to kick. End over end, Singleton back will have it hit in front of him, and it will roll dead at about the 50-yard line. So once again, Archer will have great field position, Chuck. They're winning the field position game here. First, they stopped Lee County on their first kickoff at the 12. Their second one started at the 20. They went 3 and out on both, and consequently, Archer's got a tremendous opportunity to get another touchdown here.
Well, yeah, the Archer's winning the field position battle. They're just starting the ball almost at midfield every time. And back to that last play, we talked about the ability to send pressure, take a calculated risk. That's what Archer did, and that's something that we talked about early in the pregame.
1st and 10. Nails the handoff in a gaping hole right there in the middle. Nails has had all kinds of running room through that offensive line, and he gets about 8 right there.
That joker is quick. Wow, he's as quick a back as I've seen. We squirted through, got a little jitterbug in him.
That's because there's not much distance from him and the ground. He's only 5'5", 165.
That's okay. Cuts are cuts, whether you're 5'5", 5'2", 6'2". A cut is a cut. When you cut like that, I don't care who's trying to tackle you. It's going to be hard.
Nails, again, great vision. Did you see that vision, Chuck? He stopped to see where the hole was and then shot through it for a first down at the 38-yard line.
Nails is doing an excellent job, and I like the play calling right here right now at Archer. Just taking it. If we can run down the middle of you, why change it?
5 carries for 43 yards already for Nails here in the first 5 minutes of this game. Another handoff to Nails. Great cut. One way and then the other down to the 30-yard line, and Lee County needs to find an answer for him.
Well, I'd like to see these linebackers, Malik Williams, Ronald Wilson, I'd like to see them play a little closer to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to take away this inside zone play, or you're going to get it all night long. They're playing a little deep with this 3-man front.
He maneuvers through that line like he's being controlled by a joystick. Keeper, Nails finally did get it. Looked like Tiller had a hard time giving the football up. Nails gets down to the 26-yard line and picks up another first down.
Something to notice, Matt. Tiller saw something then. He was trying to pull the ball back out on that inside dive. I can tell you this right now. The offensive staff have taken note, and so they better keep an eye on that, because Lee County, you're going to get that play again, and Tiller's going to keep it.
Pass complete to Davis. Cuts inside. There he goes! 26-yard touchdown pass from Gabe Tiller to Kyle Davis. Davis with his 7th touchdown reception of the season, and Tiller his 23rd touchdown pass. And a 2-touchdown lead for Archer the first 2 times they touched the ball.
Committed to South Carolina.
Archer has a 14-0 lead. Here's a look at your TCSG touchdown replay.
He's going to get the ball in his hands. The ball's coming here. It's going to come right out of his hands right now, and it just comes over, and he's just going to make a play. There it is. Now, here's the problem. You had 2 defenders there that didn't leverage him. What you're taught, the safety should have played inside out on him. So give Davis a lot of credit for making the play, but also from Lee County, you know, the tackling and somewhat of the leverage was a little bit flawed. So, I mean, this was a great play. I love this. It's called a now screen, not a bubble. Everybody's calling everything a bubble now. Everything's a bubble screen. That's when you have 2 receivers out to bubble screen. 1 receiver is called a now screen. It's a playmaker's play, and that's exactly what he did to make that play, and that's what you do when you get a guy like Kyle Davis, the number 12 athlete in the 2016 class.
He is one good-looking athlete right there, still growing at 6'3", 220.
Still growing.
He's just a junior, folks. Quimbley in the corner from the 2. Lee County needs a pick-me-up here, an infusion of some offense, and out to the 23. Best field position thus far, best starting field position. 12, 20, and 23. So incrementally, Lee County starting to make a little bit of progress here, but now they got to do something than a 3 and out.
I'd like to see Lee County come out and give the ball to Jamal Gardner. Try to establish the run, slow things down a little bit. Try to get you, establish somewhat of a physical presence by your big offensive line. Let Chris Barnes get on him with a little running and stop throwing it as much. But, Archer's kind of feeling it right now.
Well, they put Lee County in a hole right now. Willie Kelly lined up next to Morrell in the backfield. Morrell, he wants to go for a home run. Got Eford out there. Eford runs under it, and it's a first down inside the 30-yard line. And so Lee County shows what they can do.
Well, I'm glad they weren't listening to me. Came back and aired it out. Had man here. Good job on the play action pass, and actually the run slowed down. Those linebackers brought him up. Excellent throw and catch. That a way to get it rolling here. Nice throw. Nice catch. Good recovery, too.
yard pass completion to Troy Eford and his 31st catch of the season, over 700 yards of receiving. Willie Kelly on the run, and a flag comes out. Tackle made by the Mike linebacker, Quinn Miller. We'll check the call from Chip Huffman.
Illegal formation on the offense, 5-yard penalty.
Lee County having some trouble with that right now.
Yeah, trying to get lined up. You know, I keep noticing, it looks to me like their offensive linemen are a little deep. Looks like that's what's making the illegal formation, but, you know, you got to have 7 men on the line every time. That's what you got to have to be legal. 7 players have to be on the line of scrimmage every time. 4 penalties, though. I mean,
those are a big reason why the first 2 possessions were 3 and outs. They kept getting those 5-yard mark-offs. So 1st and 15 now from the 32. Morrell, heavy rush. They set up the screen, and it's intercepted by Armstrong. And Robbie Armstrong, the defensive end, with the pick. And Archer's got it again in Lee County territory.
Well, they got it set up nicely. They had trips to the field. He looks away, and then he really, I know he wished he could get that one back. Garrett Morrell, you gotta, that's a play you gotta kind of be a little more patient on. They were looking to fake like they were throwing to the 3 receiver side, but heck of a play by Robbie Armstrong making a play, and that's what these playoff games are about. Every play is a big play.
Well, now this Lee County defense, Chuck, has been put in a bad spot. In and out of the hands right there of Connor Redmond. They lined him up in the slot, the tight end that time, split out. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
I like that offensive call. That was a fake bubble screen, ran a slant. That was really nice. I like the design on that, but got to keep your hands on the ball. You're always taught when you're a receiver to watch the ball all the way until you tuck it and when you can run.
Redmond, a 3-star, number 33 rated tight end in the class of 2015, committed to South Carolina, missed 8 games this year with a back injury. He has just come back. This is just his 4th game. Handoff to Davis on the speed sweep. Watch him. Watch him go down to the 20-yard line. He is fast and big, and it's a 1st down on a 15-yard carry by Kyle Davis, but we have a flag down there. That's just the 11th time they've run him this year.
Well, when you got a guy running like nails, because he's bringing the hammer with the nails, you don't need to run him. You can see he's got some afterburners.
Let's see what Chip Huffman has for us here.
Somebody's going to have to set the edge for Lee County, or they're going to start attacking on the edges. They'll come back to that play again.
Illegal formation on the offense, 5-yard penalty.
Wow, it is really strange that here in the 12th game of the season, we have seen so many false start and illegal formation calls from this officiating crew.
Yeah, and I think it has a lot to do with, we call it self-scout, Matt. I think what teams do, they look at themselves and they try to break tendencies. They add new wrinkles in the offense. Sometimes it gets you a little confused. That looked kind of strange to me because they literally had 5 receivers to the right side and then brought a sweep.
Singleton in motion to this side. They throw a screen pass instead to Nails. Got blockers. There he goes. Flag down. That's a touchdown. We'll check the call.
Gabe seems to think it's on Lee County.
Yeah, they're talking to Archer right now.
Curtis Williams seems to think it's on Archer. It is.
It's on Archer.
It just looks to me from right here, Archer has a little more pep in their step. You know what I mean? From the standpoint, even when you're watching them walking back to the line of scrimmage here.
Illegal shift on the offense, 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
Wow, we're getting these penalties that you see in week 1 and 2 here in week 12.
Penalty bug.
Yeah. Illegal shifts, illegal false starts. Man, we're seeing all kinds of really rudimentary penalties for this late in the season. Nails on the keeper. Chris Melton, the safety among those making the tackle for Lee County right there. And now they've got a great opportunity with these penalties that erase what would have been a touchdown. They've got a great opportunity to force Archer to give up the ball, which would be a tremendous defensive stop by Lee County after that interception.
Yeah, because you took 7 points off the board.
You're down.
Yeah.
You're down 21-0. You might be out. You might be down and out if you don't get a stop right here. Singleton with the catch and a first down. Wow. Archer picking Lee County apart right now.
Well, I'll tell you why. Lee County right now, they're sitting back in the zone. That's not in their DNA. They're a blitzing kind of a team. But what's happening is with those quick screens, they're trying to sit back and play those screens. That's why those plays are open now when they're playing a zone.
1st and 10 from the 23. Singleton gets it again. Spin move, hit, and flags come out. I think we're going to have some kind of blocking penalty against Archer here out on the edge. Block in the back, he had tried to say. Or a holding call, one or the other. And it was a holding call.
They're getting a little messy here too, Archer is, on offense. You know, when you have a chance to, take control of the game
on
early.
the offense, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
You can't have these kind of penalties when you're trying to, take control of the game. But I'm going to tell you, in Lee County, this defense has an opportunity here. It's long yardage. They got to figure out a way to get off the field.
6 total penalties here in the first quarter. Seems like more than that. Jamias Williams on the screen pass. And Jamias Williams gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
Now that's why they're sitting back in the zone, because that gives them more tacklers. So, I mean, right on that play, good job, but he still gets 10 yards. And now they're sitting back trying to play these now screens, these bubble screens, and it's tough. It's got to be good tacklers when you got all these great runners that Archer has.
2nd down and 10. A screen to the other side to Jamias Williams. Reading his block. And Williams still fighting for yards. Finally thrown out of bounds and close to a first down. I think he might have gotten it. He got to the 12. He picked up the first down.
Gets it out of his hands. His playmaker here on this bubble screen. This is all effort.
Connor Redmond out there, number 87, blocking for him. Jamias Williams picks up the first down. He has 11 offers. Teams like Clemson, Georgia Tech, Kentucky, Louisville, Michigan, and Wisconsin. He is the number 9 rated athlete in the class of 2017. He's just a sophomore.
For the snap. False start. On the offense, 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
I want to go back to that last play, Matt. That's demoralizing. You have him, what was it, at one point, second and at least 20, 25?
Yeah. Oh, you had a 3rd down. Lee County had him 3rd down and I think 15 or something like that, and they picked up the first down.
You got to, in playoff, when you're playing playoff football, you got to be able to get off the field. That's what you want to do when you're a defense, get an offense in long yardage. They got to take advantage of that.
That Lee County defense has been on the field the entire quarter, and they've been playing with their back to their own end zone, literally pressed up against their own end zone for most of this quarter.
They're off balance now. Archer has them. They can't send 7. If they send 7, those quick screens are going to kill them because they're not tackling well right now. They're not.
1st and 15 from the 70. Nails. That time, Nails gets stopped in his tracks. Nice tackle by Dexter Green. As we check in with John Nelson, who's got an upset alert.
Biggest news of the night so far is coming out of Moultrie. Decula pouncing on Colquitt early to a 20-0 lead. Colquitt has scored late first quarter. Decula rolling 20-7. More as we go.
How about that?
That is a shocker.
Connor Redmond touchdown. First touchdown catch of the season, of his injury-plagued senior season. Sweet moment for Connor Redmond as they go up 20-0.
Another one of the many playmakers we talked about, Matt, before the game. Man, they have, when I said they got more flavor than Baskin-Robbins, they are got 33 going right now. They are on a roll.
PAT by Cole Fisher makes it 21-0.
All right, let me show you what we got here. You get a double bubble screen here. Can't see it on this one, but on both receivers are playing a bubble screen, and what you do right here, you get the tight end just coming straight downfield because the linebackers are looking where? Got to keep your eyes on your ball. Got to keep your eyes on your man. Let's look at this other angle. Look, up here you see them playing the screen. And they're looking to get out and make tackles because they've been throwing that bubble screen and the now screens all game. Great design and work by the Archer offensive staff and offensive coordinator. Nice work.
Connor Redmond with the touchdown catch. Second touchdown pass of the ball game for Gabe Tiller. Archer has a 21-0 lead. Wow. Region 1 taking a big hit here tonight. Of course, Valdosta eliminated last week. And now Lee County down 3 scores, and Colquitt County down 2 in the first quarter. Wembley run out of bounds. And let's check in with Grace Olson on the sideline.
After that score, Connor Redmond extremely excited on the sideline along with his teammates. Have his first touchdown of the year. We talked to Coach Dyer about him coming back after the 8 games. He said early in the season, he said he's not going to push him. He's going to let him practice. He said his back, it would hurt him every now and then, but he kept practicing. He said when that light bulb goes off, we'll put him back in. And he said it was a lot easier to insert him back into the game plan than he expected. He said he's an intelligent kid. He gets his stuff right. And congratulations to Connor. It's a great first score this season. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Grace. Yeah, he said, he just slid right back in there like he hadn't missed any work at all. And now Lee County's got a lot of work to do. Pass is thrown complete to Eford, and Eford is dropped at the 26-yard line. He picks up 6 on the play. Jemias Williams making the tackle. You see Jemias Williams, number 1. We've seen him on offense, Chuck, but he's also one of the top-rated cornerbacks in the entire nation. He is the number 9 athlete, but they see him as a wide receiver or perhaps a corner at the next level.
Yeah, and he's a playmaker. He can, that's where they call that value. I love players that have value, can give you something on offense and defense.
Willie Kelly on the run to the edge, and he's got the first down and knocked down by Quinn Miller, the linebacker, as we are now under 1 minute to play here in the first quarter.
Good job by J.Q. Wembley securing that edge. Good job of him blocking, helping spring that running back that time.
Nice that work. Might be Quinn Miller, the Mike linebacker, their leading tackler, who put the lick on Willie Kelly. He might have been shaken up, and it is him. Quinn Miller, he is a good-looking sophomore at 6'1", 220, but hit Willie Kelly so hard he hurt himself.
Nice collision. These kids work so hard in the offseason to build up their bodies.
Watch 37 put the lick on Kelly at the end of the play. Kelly was okay, but it was Miller who ended up getting hurt.
Yeah, he put that shoulder on him. Yeah, probably got a little lightheaded. Probably want to be safe and make sure he's healthy enough and go back out there.
Miller came in a team leading 104 tackles on the season, a team leading 6 sacks. 5 tackles for loss and 19 quarterback hurries. He's already got 3 tackles here in the first quarter. Let's see if there's some, they're helmet to helmet. That's what happened.
Well, the game moves so fast, it's hard to avoid it. I know when you're watching the instant replay or seeing it on TV, it seems like you can avoid it, but the game it's a split second.
Yep.
You just hope the kid's okay.
Yeah, they lowered their heads for the collision. They weren't necessarily aiming helmets, but the helmets just hit. 2nd down and 12. Gardner back in there at running back now for Lee County. He'll get the handoff, and Gardner has a big hole to run through. And Gardner up across the 31-yard line picks up a first down.
Excellent job by Jamal Gardner. Good job on the inside zone play, running with power. Nice blocking up front that time by the Lee County offensive line. They want to get cranked up a little bit here, that offensive line.
You see Gardner's numbers on the season, team leading 93 carries, 453 on the ground, 8 touchdowns, just under 5 yards per carry. He gets the rock again, and this time nothing doing. Ran right into the arms of Sam Wright, number 51, and A.J. Sweat, number 54.
Coach Dyer talked about playing a single high safety right now. The Archer defense, they have 8 guys in the box, single high safety, ready to take away any deep pass. It's going to be hard to run.
And that is the end of the first quarter. Belong to the Archer Tigers in a big way as they'll take a 21-0 lead to the second quarter after Gabe Tiller threw 2 touchdown passes and Randy Nails ran one in.
Nothing prepares you better for a great career than the Technical College System of Georgia. TCSG colleges produce graduates with the knowledge and training today's top employers are looking for. With campuses across Georgia, state-of-the-art facilities, and outstanding instructors with real-world experience, it's the kind of affordable college education that will fast-track you into a rewarding career. We're building a better future for you. Contact the TCSG college in your area today or go to tcsg.edu.
Some questions can't wait until morning. So I'm one of many nurses at Cigna with answers, anytime, day or night. I'm Lauren, and I've got your back.
I'm not sick. I'm not sick. I'm not sick.
She's perfectly healthy.
Cigna covers preventive care. That's having your back.
At the heart of our community are the businesses that don't skip a beat. Georgia's electric membership cooperatives stand behind local commerce. Whether keeping farms running or shining a light on new ventures, we bring business, large and small, to our communities. Creating jobs, driving development, supporting dreams. Georgia's EMCs, powering our businesses, lighting the way.
Right now I'm about 100 feet high, traveling at about 50 miles an hour, just thinking about where I should go next. If you have any ideas, visit us on our Georgia Traveler Facebook page. Gotta go!
This program on GPB is made possible in part by supporters of the Georgia High School Association, including the following.
Developing leaders for Georgia agriculture is very important to us at Georgia Farm Bureau. Hi, I'm Zippy Duval, President of Georgia Farm Bureau. Just like high school athletics, it develops leaders for our community and our state. We at Georgia Farm Bureau think it's just as important to develop the future leaders of Georgia agriculture. Our national security depends on it.
Take advantage of Farm Bureau's many services, from multi-line insurance to money-saving discounts. Visit us online at gfb.org.
Welcome back to Archer. The Tigers leading 21-0 at the start of the second quarter. Now with these Gwinnett County powerhouses, it sure has become a rivalry with South Georgia, them trying to reclaim that 6A state championship. We've covered a number of coaches this year that have built programs from the bottom up. Mickey Kahn of Grayson, Shannon Jarvis of Mill Creek, and now Andy Dyer of Archer. And that is the meat of our trivia question for tonight. We want to know who's the last non-Gwinnett County school to win the 6A state championship. Find us on Twitter, find us on Facebook. Send us your answer. We'll return in the second half with our trivia winner of the night. Matt.
21-0. Archer leading Lee County as we start the second quarter. Lee County hasn't had a game like that this season, except for the Colquitt County loss, which was 58-14. We'll see if they can do better here in the second quarter. Gardner lines up at running back. Not much running room for Gardner right there. Rayshawn Judge, the will linebacker, making that stop.
Nice job by the anchor, Sam Wright. He ended up getting the backside puller. That was a counter OT where they brought the offensive tackle and the guard. That was a good job. You always want to try to knock off one of those pullers. That was good work.
3rd down and 7. Morrell going for the home run and incomplete. Eford was the target, and Jamias Williams was running with him step for step, and it's 4th down, and they're going to have to give it up.
2 speed demons going at it. Nice work. I mean, that's competition there. Just old school, throwing a deep route. I'm running faster than you, and I'm going to get up under it, or you either defend it. Nice job that time by the Archer secondary.
Unless they're able to get Jamias Williams to bite on a fake, I don't think you're going to outrun him.
No, they were in the zone. I was even surprised he got that close. They were in the cover 3. They're looking for the deep ball.
Punt by Langston. Very short kick, but takes a great Lee County bounce and rolls dead at the 31-yard line. So this will be the poorest field position for Archer yet. Gabe Tiller, 5 of 7, 73 yards and 2 touchdowns in that second quarter, in that first quarter as he comes out for the second quarter.
Seniors had a great year, wants to cap it with a state championship.
Archer 11-1 last season in just their 4th full season of football. They went 10-0 in the regular season before losing in the second round. Davis, you know, when you get to the playoffs, you start seeing all kinds of different wrinkles. They used Davis just 10 carries during the regular season, but they've run him twice here tonight.
Yeah, this is the time. This is the time you got to let your playmakers make plays, and you can see this offense is built around Davis and Nails. Nice scheme.
2nd down and 6.
Glad to see Lee County throw some pressure here. Got to come in here and play to win. You don't sit back in the zone and let these guys throw, dink, and dunk you all day.
Quick pass, Tiller, flag out. Singleton made the catch, and he's driven out of bounds with a flag down on the play.
And that time, good job, Lee County defense. Sending pressure. They had to get it out of their hands. Good job running to the ball.
Illegal shift on offense.
This is something else now. You just talked about it. Literally, you must be listening to the broadcast.
This is like a preseason scrimmage with all of the false starts and illegal shifts and illegal formations. These are just procedural type penalties that we're seeing early in the season. What do you see? Look.
I don't see what.
Unless it happened outside of that picture on the edge.
And it might be where they're lined up. The offensive linemen, from my angle, I can't exactly see, but now it looks like they're on the line a little differently.
Nails on the carry. Not much running room for Nails right there. Got tripped up by Curtis Williams, the corner, I believe. He had some penetration.
It's always interesting, the zone blocking. They want the offensive lineman off the ball a yard so they can create spacing so they can go flat. And that's what a lot of these teams are doing. That's what Archer's doing. That might be getting them in a little trouble.
Archer 1 for 2 on 3rd downs. Tiller's given time. That's complete to Davis and a 1st down. That's a nice catch by Davis. Pass was behind him. He reaches back to get it and moves the sticks.
Yeah, it's going to be tough now. I keep looking at Lee County's coverage. They are off balance right now, and this is a nice slant route here. He has all day. Great protection by the Archer offensive line. Sits down in that little zone, finds a soft spot.
2 catches for 37 yards. Pass is thrown complete to Redmond. Now see, Redmond's the piece of the puzzle that they didn't have most of the season. You've got 2 big-time receivers. Redmond's 6'5", Davis 6'3". Those are gigantic targets to throw the ball to.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And the thing is, when you got a defense off balance like you have right now in Lee County, they're a blitzing team. And they're used to getting to those quarterbacks and beating them up. And what's happening now, they're forcing them to play zone because they cannot stop those bubble screens when they send pressure. They're giving up long yardage. You know, doing a good job right now. I'll give Josh Alexander, the offensive coordinator, right now at Archer, a lot of credit. He is a magician right now on offense.
2nd down and 2. That was the 2nd catch of the ball game for Redmond. Singleton on the carry, and he did not get to the 1st down, I don't think. Run out of bounds by Dextrick Green.
Good job by Dextrick forcing them out of bounds. It's going to be close. I think they go for it. I don't see any other way. I think they're trying to.
You're up 21-0. Go for it right here.
Because think about what we've seen so far from the Lee County offense. All we've seen is pretty much deep passes and a few runs.
Yeah. They haven't been able to put anything together yet. Third down, make that 3rd down and 1 right here. I thought it was 4th down. Didn't you?
I did too.
Well, it's a 1st down now. Nails picks up the 1st down at the 43. Nails 11 carries, 66 yards here in the 1st half.
I want you to notice this offensive line. Watch this offensive line. Watch the push they get here with Nails. Run it. Look at the push. 53, keeping his feet moving. Great base.
Jamias Williams with the catch. He's actually dropped for a loss of a yard or 2 on the play. Melton with the tackle. They're going to spot it right at the line of scrimmage, so 2nd down and 10.
We never give the offensive linemen enough credit, but they're out there working, getting after it. Callaway, Burton, Mitchell Hornsby doing a good job right now.
Hornsby at 275 is the biggest at left tackle. Wide open and off the hands of Kyle Davis. That would have been another touchdown.
I'm going to tell you something, though. As you see again, this is a team that's not used to playing in zone, but guess what? Heck of a scheme by Josh Alexander, the offensive coordinator. He must have saw something on tape. Every play is predicated off of a bubble screen, and then they're hitting them on vertical routes downfield. That was a touchdown if he catches it.
Yeah, Chris Melton was saying a prayer because he'd been beat on that play. That was a touchdown. 2nd down, make it 3rd down and 11, pardon me. Pass is thrown, complete Jamias Williams. And Williams is not going to go anywhere. That was Melton, I think, who came up there and redeemed himself and corralled him until the rest of the defense could catch up and put him on the ground.
Sorry about that. Might have a block in the back here. Another hold. Chop block. It's a loss of down, isn't it?
Let's check and see.
I hate chop blocks. I've had a few of them.
Yep. Defensive lineman's worst enemy.
I know.
Block below the waist on the offense. 15 yards from the spot of foul. Still 3rd down.
That's interesting that they take the penalty. It could have been 4th down.
Well, that's exactly right. It could have been 4th down. And
I'm surprised they take the penalty. That's the block right there.
That was close. I don't know if that was a chop block. It would look like a fall block. He fell down. It didn't look much like a chop, but still, get a good break right there for this Lee County defense.
Surprised they took the penalty, although it is now 3rd and 26. You probably figure you get a stop here, you're going to get better field position on the punt. Tiller forced to run and throw on the run and off the hands of Jamias Williams at the 44. So taking the penalty does pay off because now Archer's going to have to punt from their side of the 50 and you're going to get better field position.
That was a good job by Otis Reese, number 6 at safety. Young man, 4 interceptions this year, does a good job sitting back in that zone. Nice coverage all along the board by the defense.
Gabe Tiller stays in the punt, averaged just under 35 yards per punt this season. This is his 40th punt of the year. Willie Kelly stands deep for Lee County. Bounce in favor of Archer, rolls dead at the 26, so that's where Lee County goes on offense again with 7:46 to play here in the half as we check in with John Nelson with our score updates.
All right, for those of you following in your brackets, upper right-hand side of 6A, McEachern is rolling over Alpharetta right now, 27-0. That one's in the 2nd quarter. McEachern scored all those points back in the 1st. Tucker in a back and forth right now with Grayson. Tucker leading 12-7. That one's in the second quarter. Buford in a bit of a tussle with Mary Persons, only leading 10-7. Also on the board, Allatoona surprising Coffee in 5A, 17-7 back upstairs.
All right, 1st and 10 for Lee County. Ball at the 26. Willie Kelly across the 50, and a big gainer for Willie Kelly. Out of all the guys on this Lee County team, Willie Kelly's the guy that's done the most for the Trojans so far tonight.
Yeah, he is, but that was an excellent block by number 78, Jacob Baker. Also, Proctor Johnson, the center, doing a good job. Nice block and nice run. That's what you need to kind of get back in the flow. Nice long run and to keep building up your confidence.
29-yard run, gets the ball across the 50 at the 47. Now Morrell throws, complete. That's the first pass caught by McCray. As we check in with Grace Olson with an injury update.
All right, I've got offensive lineman / defensive lineman Callaway Burton here with Archer. He sprained his foot about 5 or 6 minutes ago during the play, and it could be a fracture, but right now they're just wrapping it up and letting him walk lightly for a few minutes. He may go back in, but that's obviously something they're going to assess, guys.
Kelly on the run, not going very far. Robbie Armstrong, who had the interception earlier in the first quarter, made the tackle right there. Now it's going to be 3rd down and short.
You see him doing the sign for feed me, like he has a spoon, feed me.
Loss of Cal Burton would be big, a 6'4", 245 senior right tackle. We'll have to check and see who goes in for him, and hopefully it isn't a fracture. Hopefully it's just a sprain. 3rd and short here. Lee County 0 for 3 on their 3rd downs, and wow, it's going to be close. I don't know that they got it right there.
Nice extra effort. Looks like he might have got it. I think he got it.
Ran Jamal Gardner into the teeth of that Archer defense.
Good effort by Jamal Gardner, fighting, scraping.
Looks like his ankle's hurting, or lower leg, one or the other. The right leg.
You can't afford to lose him. Senior's been a big time for him all year long.
And I think they're also going to measure here as Gardner's trying to get off the field. Gardner, a 5'10", 210-pound senior with 9 total touchdowns on the year.
We call that a tank. You hit him, you better be low. He runs with a great low center of gravity, strong, explosive. Coach couldn't say enough about him.
Short of the first down. So 4th down and about a foot for Lee County.
And your heavy duty back is out of the game. Jamal Gardner, that's the guy you would want to give the ball to.
All the rest of your guys. Gardner's 210. You got Kelly's 170. Marquise Williams is 160 and 5'7". Let's see what they got Marquise Williams in there. Man, you're giving up 50 pounds at running back when you take Gardner out and put Williams, the senior, in there. You see Williams, he's a lot smaller than Jamal Gardner. Gonna get it anyway, and he got the first down. How about that? Marquise Williams comes in off the bench, his first carry, and picks up the first.
Well, nice surge by that offensive line. Excellent job by the Lee County offensive line. The Trojans did a great job, and nice play. Now you want to go down here and try to capitalize and try to get some momentum going into halftime.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 35. Lee County putting together their first good drive of the night. Boy, do they need it. Morrell going up top and incomplete. Might have had some contact there. Eford certainly thought so. Jemias Williams was the man in coverage. No flag, and it's 2nd down and 10.
Well, to the naked eye, I thought it was a little hand checking here, but it wasn't. Nah, that wasn't enough to call a penalty.
So 2nd down and 10, ball at the 35. Wrapping up that ankle for Jamal Gardner.
Jemias Williams is a shutdown corner. I mean, he's playing man-to-man. Doing a good job.
Saw intrepid reporter Grace Olson over there checking on him. Marquise Williams, one tackle broken, but not the next. Dylan Bliss, the spur, dropped him in his tracks. And now it's going to be third down. Bliss with 45 tackles on the season coming in. Nice open field tackle there by Dylan Bliss. Third and long. They actually lost yardage on that pass play.
Big down here.
Heavy rush, Morrell in trouble and running for his life. Throws, dropped as he throws, incomplete. Great pressure coming that time by Quinn Miller. You saw him get knocked woozy earlier in that first quarter. Obviously, he's okay.
Well, he actually knocked somebody woozy. Excellent job. He turned the number 14, it was 14, into a human projectile. He ran through there, knocked him into the quarterback, and that's what you want to do, and chase the quarterback down. Nice job by Quinn Miller, just a sophomore.
Yep,
balling,
fourth
man.
and 13. He is a prototypical Mike linebacker. Looks the part. Fourth down and long. Morrell stands in there. It's picked. Going back the other way. And that's going to be a pick six. .63 yards on the pick six.
And I actually missed the pick six, Matt, because I was looking at the deep route. The ex-receiver was wide open, 20 yards downfield.
Frank Finch, the junior linebacker, with his first pick of the season, and he makes it count.
Nice work.
28-0, Archer. Your TCSG touchdown replay. Morrell looks downfield. It is Finch who steps in front of it. And he takes it back all the way.
Families are curious things, sort of the ultimate love-hate relationship. And yet, when a crisis happens, families tend to be there for each other, unconditionally. In fighting disease or injury, that's critically important. So rather than keeping families in waiting rooms, at Emory, we bring them together in the patient's room. They help us understand the patient. The fact is, if one member of a family has a serious illness or injury, the whole family does.
Frank Finch all smiles as he takes it back 63 yards for the touchdown, and Archer now leads by 4 touchdowns.
Well, you're going to get pressure in his face right here, and eventually that's what makes him have to get the ball out of his hands. Sam Wright does a good job of putting pressure on him, and that's why you want to have a good pass rush. And he makes an errant throw, and it turns into being 7 points.
And how about the block that Quinn Miller put on the quarterback on the run down the field as well?
Yeah, he's getting some, I'm giving him some love tonight because I can see the guy who brings the wood for Archer. His name is Quinn Miller. He likes to hit. I can tell you right now.
Absolutely. I was getting ready to say, you know, he's a linebacker. He turned into an offensive player after his man got the ball. So he likes to tackle. He likes to block. Anything that requires contact, Quinn Miller seems to enjoy.
That's a BH. You know what a BH stands for?
What's that?
That's a big hit.
Yeah, it is a big
hit. Come on,
hit.
man. Trying to be player of the week, too, now. Got to get points. Big hit. That's 4 points on the coach's big board.
Oh, wow. Non-returnable. Ball will come out to the 20-yard line. And now Lee County, wow, they have just become untracked here in this ball game, and the train is off the rails. They're going to try to put it back on as they're down 28-0. Wow, this is the same team that came up to Lovejoy and routed the Wildcats, a pretty good team, 44-6 last week. But getting it handed to them here tonight and down 28-0 after only 17 minutes.
Yeah, they took it to Lovejoy, and one of the things was they were able to get deep passes. Jamias Williams is shutting it down. I mean, he's doing an excellent job. They're playing great coverage.
All right, Chuck, what do you do when you're down 28-0 here?
You got to play smart. You just can't come out of your offense. I like what they're doing here. Start off and still establish the run, but then eventually you still got 2 quarters to go.
Yeah, Gardner got that ankle taped up, so he's back in there running again.
But they're going to have to make some vertical throws. We talked about that in the pregame. They're going to have to make some vertical throws against arguably one of the best secondaries in the state.
He might be done. You see him going over to the sideline there, and he's shaking his head. Grace, what's he got?
All right, Devin Gardner, running back for Lee County, injured on the last offensive series. He came over to the sideline in tears. They started wrapping his ankle up right away. He said he'd injured it before. It was hurting him all weekend long, but within a couple of minutes, he was back over on the sideline on the other end, supporting his teammates, encouraging them to just keep at it. So he looks like he's going to be back in the game for now, guys.
Yeah, well, he just came back off there, and you saw him shaking his head as he came off the field and talking to the coaches. I think that play right there was the test. And he's like, man, I can't do it.
He's got a lot of ball left to play in his career. I know how hard it is. You want to play in the playoffs, but it's smarter to not hurt the team if you can't really help them if you're not healthy enough.
Robbie Armstrong just jumped off sides.
Richmond on the defense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
So that gives Lee County a first down. They're back over there trying to tape that thing. I don't know that they're going to have enough tape to get that thing well.
Yeah, those ankle sprains aren't anything to play with.
Well, they're taking the tape off now, and they're just going to ice it.
And that's when it starts to balloon up. I've been there.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 34-yard line.
Just get them in some ice.
Nothing doing for Marquise Williams right there. Drop for a loss.
I'll tell you, big boy number 92, Ronald Wilson, the junior, excellent job striking, using your hands, getting off on the block. I like that big guy. Like a jumbo jet, 757. Nice job. 40 tackles, 5 quarterback hits. He had an interception last week versus Lovejoy.
So 2nd down and 12. Morrell back to pass. Eford the intended target. Jamias Williams has been on Eford the entire night. Eford's their big-time receiver, 23 catches, and Quimbley hasn't even had a sniff of the ball yet, as we check in with John Nelson again.
All right, guys, let's check in with action in 5A, upper left bracket as you fill them out. We are at the half at Veterans Memorial Stadium in Waycross. Mays shocking Ware County right now, 7-3. Also 2nd quarter, Jones County beating Kell 14-13.
Up top, McCray makes the grab. Was he inbounds? Did he make the catch? He did. Big catch by Bernard McCray for a first down across midfield. Just sit on yourself and watch this one come your way. You might be able to catch it yourself. Dropped it right in over the top of the defender, Aramis Bryant.
I want to make a correction. That was Clifford Amazon. I'm sorry, Big Clifford, 92. You know, I had a few hits to my head in the day. I missed something up here.
Looked like Clifford, the big red dog to me.
Yeah, Clifford is he's a beast. I like him.
Ball at the 41, 1st and 10. Through McCray's hands. Made a great catch, and then one he should have made that he didn't.
And Joe Bridges, defensive coordinator at Archer, just 3-man rush, dropping 8. We talked about that again. And at this point, there's no need to send pressure. You're in total control of the game. You know, the quarterback's a little flustered, and you're just sitting back playing the zone and waiting for this Lee County team to make a mistake.
2nd down and 10. Some alligator arms right there for Willie Kelly because he saw some thunder coming his way.
Yeah, he did. And again, you sit back in 3. They've been having a 3-man rush. Then that time they end up bringing 6. a pressure zone. Quarterback has to get the ball out of his hand, and, you know, hey, if I'm the running back, I'm not catching it either. Come on.
That was Nick Blakely.
I'm not getting knocked out.
That was Nick Blakely closing fast. And now Lee County 0 for 6 on their third down, facing the 3rd and 10 at the Archer 41.
They're coming.
Marquise Williams, nope. Got wrapped up by Sam Wright, and it's 4th down. Now you got to go for it here.
You have no choice.
I mean,
you got to take a shot.
Punting right here doesn't do you any good.
And the way they're down right now, 28-0.
Looks like Marquise Williams was a little banged up too. He's got his jersey stretched, you know, his shoulder pads hanging outside of his jersey. He's all messed up right now. Morrell, heavy rush, steps up, keeps his balance, and a big run by Morrell to pick up the 1st down. How about that? Big, strong play by the quarterback, Garrett Morrell. When it looked like things were about to blow up, he averted disaster.
Fantastic job by number 12, Garrett Morrell. Does a great job avoiding pressure. Sam Wright gets in there, and great job sticking your foot in the ground and getting downhill. And that's what you want to see young guys do. Don't jitterbug around. You got to get downhill making a play. Good job there avoiding the pressure.
Lee County really needs a touchdown right here. Obviously for the score, but also some momentum going into the locker room to give you something to hang on to think that maybe you can come back in the second half. But it would be really big on this possession to put a touchdown on the board, and they're thinking the same thing, and they just used a timeout, their first of the second quarter.
I'm up here trying to play offensive coordinator, thinking of what Lee County needs to do, because I'm going to tell you, Joe Bridges, I'm confused. It looks like a 2-man rush, then you look like they bring pressure. Sometimes he's dropping 8. He's doing an excellent job of he's got me confused, so I know those guys are confused, and I'm watching from up here.
All right, Grace, what you got down on the sideline?
Okay. All right, Coach Dyer of Archer told us that this season, you know, we've talked about those 3 games they had to start off the season, those 3 losses against tough teams that really came down to the final play. But, you know, this team went 11-1 last season. He said this team, as great as it is to have those wins, obviously that's the ultimate goal. This team needed to learn how to lose. He said he was so proud of the way they got to work each of those 3 weeks after the losses and just let them roll off their backs and worked as hard as they could to get to the point they wanted to be at. Now 8 wins in a row, looking great here tonight. So it looks like facing that adversity really helped them out, guys.
Yep, and you see those results. All 3 of those losses, Sandy Creek, Peachtree Ridge, which you saw here on GPB week number 1 of the season, and then Grayson, they were all driving towards potential go-ahead touchdowns and lost those games. And they beat Decula, the team that right now is beating Colquitt County down in Moultrie.
And that says a lot.
Jackson in motion. Morrell stands in there, fires downfield, and that is caught for a touchdown by Quimbley. First time they've been able to go his way, and it pays off with 6. And that was a super one-handed catch by J.Q. Quimbley.
Not bad coverage, but I'm going to tell you, great catch by J.Q. Quimbley getting downfield. Nice job throwing the ball. Excellent job getting the ball out of your hands. I'm telling you, that was nice work by Garrett Morrell.
Watch this one-handed catch by Quimbley right there. Are you kidding me? Great juggling act by Quimbley.
That was nasty.
And our TCSG touchdown replay, and the extra point attempt by Michael Langston hits the upright.
So that means you're going to have to get 2 somewhere down the line if you're going to have a chance to get back in this one.
But Quimbley with a spectacular touchdown catch right here to finally get Lee County on the board.
Nice design by Lee County offense. Fake that speed sweep. All the linebackers end up chasing that speed sweep, and it made it hard for them to cover Quimbley. Nice throw under pressure. Nice.
Wow. 9th touchdown catch of the season for Quimbley, and the 26th touchdown pass for Morrell. And Lee County finally was something to high step and cheer about.
He said, "Feed me, feed me." That's how you used to catch him, didn't you, Matt, when you played ball?
That's the way I did it. That's exactly the way I did it.
They needed that. That was huge. That was huge. But that extra point is going to be huge also. It's going to show up. But nice play, nice momentum changer. Now let's see what ends up happening here.
Let's see if that changes the tide of momentum here.
The way Archer's playing, I got a feeling they're going to come out and try to put 6 up.
Pooch kick to the far side and caught by Nails, I believe, at the 24-yard line. And Nails runs forward 10 yards to 34, and that's where Archer goes on offense with 2 timeouts remaining and 2:09 left here in the first half.
Now, I tell you something we notice here, what you're going to look for. Do they send pressure? Meaning, do they send 6? Do they send 7-man blitzes? Or are they going to sit back in the zone and try to let this time run down from 2:09 here? It's going to be interesting what the defense does here of Lee County.
Singleton in motion. They run the ball to Nails. Nails gets about 5 yards on the play, up to the 39-yard line. Green making his 5th tackle of the first half. Green is their leading tackler. Came in with 87 stops on the season and 3 sacks. Singleton in motion again. Pass thrown behind Sloan Huff that time. First time they've gone his way, and now it's 3rd down. Now this is a big 3rd down. They throw the ball, incomplete, stops the clock. Lee County can use a timeout here if they run the ball, and they could get the ball back with some time and try to get some more points on the board if they get the stop here.
You're exactly right, and that's what you want to do here. And you want to, last time they sent pressure, let's see what they do this time.
A little surprised they threw the ball there right that time. Going to the air again. Tiller steps up, caught by Davis, and that's a first down across midfield. Man, when you need the first down, you've got 2 guys that you can absolutely count on, Kyle Davis or Connor Redmond.
Yes, nice job there finding the seam. They played cover 2 defense. They played zone. They rushed 4 and dropped 7. Playing zone, played cover 2, and excellent job by the receiver, Kyle Davis, finding that hole and sitting down.
Chuck, what about Tiller? He throws a nice ball. Nails, and that's a nice catch.
You just said that.
Woo.
Look at that.
Nice pass and a nice catch on top of that thing. Williams comes away with it.
Tiller's.
They're going to rule that incomplete, or was it a caught?
I think he grabbed it on the back of his head, didn't he?
Yeah,
I couldn't tell.
From where we
I got to see the replay.
Yeah, we were blocked by the Archer sideline. So I guess he did not catch it. So 2nd down and 10. I thought he had caught it. Screen pass to Nails. Got a block downfield from Davis, and there he goes! Streaking down the sideline, touchdown! And guys, when we go back and watch the TCSG touchdown replay, watch number 11. Kyle Davis just flattened the defender and opened the door wide open for Nails to run down the sideline.
It's hard to defend this now. They got the trips to the field. You fake it to the 3 receivers. In every play, at most of these touchdowns, I mean, give him a lot of credit. Josh Alexander.
Watch that.
Bam. Oh, nice. Great blocking. But great design. I mean, the entire game plan has been built off of screens. Smoke and mirrors, that's what you want. Smoke and mirrors, deception is what you're getting today from Archer in this offense.
35-6. So, wow, Lee County was that close to getting off the field, maybe getting the ball back. And then watch the block out here by Davis. Well, his guy's in the sideline, and Nails is 48 yards down the sideline for the touchdown.
Looks like Darren Sproles running.
Good call.
Philadelphia Eagles. He's quick. He's a playmaker.
So that is the 2nd touchdown of the game for Nails. 1 run and 1 on the pass. And Tiller now has 3 touchdown passes tonight. That gives him 25 on the season.
Well, Tiller's having a heck of a game. He's managing this offense and putting the ball where they want it, you know, and he can throw that route. He's having an excellent day. I'm going to tell you this too now. This Kyle Davis, number 11. we've done some games this year. Now, as far as complete players, you can't get no better. We've seen some of the tops in the state. But as far as blocking, catching, and running the ball, Kyle Davis is as good as anyone in the state.
Quimbley will have to go back into the end zone, tried to keep it from going into the end zone. So the ball will come out to the 20 for Lee County. They were one play away. It was a third down, and they were that close to getting off the field, maybe getting the ball back, and instead they're down 7 more points.
Man, these guys are putting the pedal to the metal. Archer has the mind frame. We got the pedal to the metal, and they're trying to finish this team. And that's why I assume they're not coming out trying to run the clock out. They have way too many weapons. We talked about their multiple weapons, the 33 flavors of like Baskin-Robbins or whatever, but they're coming out here and everybody is making a play from the quarterback on down to the offensive line. This Archer game plan is fantastic.
Wow, well, there was more than one Gwinnett County coach that we spoke to during the season that said, watch out for Archer. They had all their, when we saw them early in the season against Peachtree Ridge on our opening game of the year, that was the second game of the season for Archer, they were missing some big-time weapons. And everybody said, watch out for Archer when they get their guys healthy. Well, you see what they're doing now that their guys are healthy. Up against 35-6 up on Lee County here late in this first half.
And to me, this is a scary team. You want to know why? Because the quarterback, Gabe Tiller, has such a command of what they're doing. And just it's coming second nature to him.
A lot of crunching going over there on the sideline. Judge made the tackle on the run by Marquise Williams.
Got to watch out, John Nelson down there. You get too close to the sideline, and nothing more embarrassing than you getting flipped up here on GPB TV. I'm not trying to see you flipped up in the air, man, like some of them coaches you see on the sideline. You better get your feet moving. Nelly's too quick for that.
No, he's not. Lee County in no hurry to run a play right here. They've got to get to the locker room. I don't know that there's anything they can scheme up, though. Armstrong, the first guy to hit him. Fourth tackle of the half for Armstrong on the final play of the second quarter. Wow. What a half of domination by the Archer Tigers. They absolutely demolished Lee County in the first 24 minutes. John Nelson still alive down on the sideline.
Thank you very much, Matt. The words upstairs used by Matt Stewart and Chuck Smith were wow with that first half. When you look at that scoreboard, what goes through your mind?
Well, I mean, I'm happy where we're sitting right now, but it's 48 minutes, so a football game can change in a heartbeat. So we've got to keep playing with good enthusiasm and keep playing assignment football. We had a ton of penalties in that first half that we got to eliminate. So we got to keep getting better.
And I know that the message to your team before the game was put out fires, survive and advance. You're halfway there. What is the message to keep them focused on that next 24 minutes?
It's the same thing. You know, every week's a maturity test for these kids and reminding them that you got to play every snap. I mean, it doesn't matter what's going on. You got to play every snap. And so that's our challenge as coaches going into halftime is to make sure they're focused on that and to continue to play well.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Send it over to the set where the halftime show starts right now before we get run over by band instruments.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen. The band is coming on the field. We'll hear from both marching bands in our GPB halftime show. Plus, we've got a lot of scores to tell you about, including a lot of upsets coming your way.
And we are going to head down to Moultrie, Georgia for a report from our own Phil Proctor. He will be at the Colquitt County Decula game. Grace Olson is going to give us an update about what you have been talking about online. She will also introduce us to some very proud parents and put them to the test. That's all coming up on the GPB Halftime Show. Don't go away.
What is by moonlight an empty field is by the magic of electricity sacred ground. As the official energy provider of the GHSA, Georgia's electric membership cooperatives proudly support our student athletes. We are there, illuminating the glory moments fans just have to see. Capturing the hustle, elevating champions, sharing the win. Georgia's EMCs, empowering our youth, lighting the way.
This moment, getting here took 3 years of sleepless nights and postponed vacations. Your dad said play it safe. Your husband kept the faith. But franchising is why you partnered with Regions in the first place. We share your vision for moving forward. And at moments like this, that makes all the difference. Is your business at a turning point? Regions.
You look twice before crossing. You exercise. You choose the salad occasionally. But when it comes to staying well, physically, financially, emotionally, going it alone is hard. So Cigna has your back and your knees 24/7, in sickness and in health, answering your questions, giving you some coaching, helping you get well and stay well. That's having a partner who's with you all the way. Cigna.
I knew it. Otherwise, why come back to the scene of our first murder?
Because, mon ami, I fear it will soon be the scene of another. It is up to you to follow people where I cannot go. Watch through keyholes.
I will not look through keyholes.
Oh, very well. You will remain the English gentleman, and someone will be killed.
Sunday at 8 on GPB.
Welcome back to Lawrenceville, Georgia. Welcome back to the GPB Football Fridays in Georgia halftime show. Welcome back to the second round of the GHSA playoffs, Lee County at Archer.
And of course, Mark, these two are not the only teams playing across the state of Georgia tonight. Let's go now to Moultrie, Georgia, where our own Phil Proctor is checking in on the Colquitt County-Dacula game.
Hey guys, I just want you to know things are rocking here at the Mack Tharp Stadium. Now, Colquitt County and Dacula, we knew it was going to be an offensive game, but it's just turning into a good little blowout. Dacula has jumped up to a 23-7 lead, 20-7 in the first quarter. It is electrifying down here. Both teams are excited, and I told you it was going to be a lot of good offense, and that's exactly what we got here. Back to you.
Boy, 23-7, that is a big upset in the making as Dacula heads from North Georgia down to South Georgia and is pulling off the upset right now.
Yeah, I don't think people expected that to happen at all.
No.
Now let's go over to our Grace Olson, our social media correspondent. Grace, are people talking about that online?
Yeah, that's right. I've got the Archer students right here. And all week long, the talk on social media, on Twitter and on Facebook, is how history can be made if the game continues at this pace and this team goes to the third round of the playoffs. That'll be for the first time ever. What is it like to be a senior and be part of that experience?
It's just so happy. We're so proud of all the boys. They work so hard, and it makes being out here on Friday night so much worth it. Go Tigers!
And these guys are watching the app because if they go on to the next round, they'll be playing Roswell or Hillgrove. Which team would you rather play if you move on?
It doesn't really matter to me because I'm pretty sure we'll beat the crap out of both of them.
They just want to be in the third round. And I saw a special sign we've got here for, who is it, tight end Connor Redmond. Connor had his first touchdown catch tonight. These guys are so excited, but now it is time to hear from the Archer Band.
That was the Lee County High School Marching Band, brought to you tonight by Regions Bank.
Boy, there's a lot of excitement here. It's the second round of the playoffs. Let's send it over to John Nelson. He's in the principal's office alongside the principal from Lee County High School, Kevin Dowling.
Thank you very much, Mark. Yes, it is time for me to be in the principal's office, a place I had a lot of fun in when I was in high school during my formative years. My first question, what's going on at Lee County these days?
Oh, we're having a good time. You know, it's our first year in 6A, and we're the smallest 6A school in the state, but we're enjoying it. We're doing real well. Proud of our kids, the way they're competing, and you know, what we do academically at school, we do a great job. We got great teaching and learning going on, and you know, we're just real proud of our kids. So.
All right, it is time to play the game. Are you smarter? Thank you very much, Lisa Clark. I have here the question, which I have not seen and do not know the answer to most of the time. What actor was named People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive for 2014? Was it Steve Buscemi, Vincent Price, Chris Hemsworth, or Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Golly, you know, Vincent Price is a little bit old, so I'm gonna go with Chris Hemsworth, maybe.
That is correct, Chris Hemsworth.
Good.
See, he is smarter than his students, and he's smarter than me. Let's send it back to y'all as we're serenaded by jazz.
You know, Vincent Price is a little bit dead, too, at this point. So.
And I was going to say, I bet his students knew the answer to that question.
He could be the sexiest zombie alive with The Walking Dead.
Ooh, maybe. I don't know.
All right. Well, coming up on our GPB halftime show, we'll hear from the Archer Marching Band. Plus, John Nelson comes back for his Backroads and Backroads segment. He's got a look at the Single A championships this year.
Grace Olson will talk to some very proud parents and put them to the test as well. We will have scores from all around the state. It is all ahead when Football Fridays in Georgia's halftime show continues right here on GPB.
I bring the bottle to the grave. There's no bottle waiting around.
This program on GPB is made possible in part by supporters of the Georgia High School Association, including the following.
Animal agriculture is important to Georgia. Our farmers work hard each and every day to take care of our animals across this state. Hi, I'm Zippy Duval, President of Georgia Farm Bureau, and we're proud of our partnership with Georgia High School Association. Just as we teach our children to work hard and accomplish goals, we take care of each other like a family. We as farmers across this state love our animals, and we work hard to take care of them too, don't we, Jen?
Visit us online at gfb.org.
Right now I'm about 100 feet high, traveling at about 50 miles an hour, just thinking about where I should go next. If you have any ideas, visit us on our Georgia Traveler Facebook page. Gotta go!
Some questions can't wait until morning. So I'm one of many nurses at Cigna with answers, anytime, day or night. I'm Lauren, and I've got your back.
I'm not sick. I'm not sick. I'm not sick.
She's perfectly healthy.
Cigna covers preventive care. That's having your back.
Today, companies in the aerospace, advanced manufacturing, and film industries need skilled workers, and the earning potential is high. Go Build Georgia can show you where the jobs are and what skills you need to get them. And the Technical College System of Georgia has fast, affordable training for these great-paying careers. Build your blueprint for success at GoBuildGeorgia.com and look to the Technical College System of Georgia to put your plan into action. The new College Football Hall of Fame and Chick-fil-A fan experience puts fans closer to the game experience. Featuring over 30,000 square feet of college football interactive exhibits. Tickets available at cfbhall.com. Welcome back to Football Fridays in Georgia's halftime show. We're live in Lawrenceville, Georgia, where the Archer Tigers are taking on the Lee County Trojans in a second round GHSA playoff game.
We are going to hear from the Archer Marching Band, and we're going to have scores from all around the state. But first, it is time to put another principal to the test. Our John Nelson is standing by with the principal of Archer High School, Ken Johnson. John?
Thank you very much. It's time once again to catch up with principals here in the principal's office. What's going on at Archer these days? Obviously, it's a very busy week being a host.
It is, but we're delighted to be in the second round of the state playoffs, and our other winter sports are getting underway, so it's a great time to be an Archer Tiger.
All right, time for the Archer Tigers to be put to the test. Thank you very much, Lisa Clark. I have here the question which I have not seen as we play Are You Smarter? Once again, what actor recently received his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Was it Pauly Shore, who might have been chilling with the Weasel, or Ja Rule, Tommy Pickles, who I have no idea who that is, I'm sure it was an actor before my time, or was it Matthew McConaughey?
I would have to say Matthew McConaughey.
That is correct. It was Matthew McConaughey, so maybe he took his shirt off when he got his star on the Walk of Fame. That's good to hang out with you.
Well, we're glad you guys are here with us. Appreciate that.
And we get 2 correct answers. Let's send it back over to the set where it's probably a lot warmer than it is here.
Well, Matthew McConaughey might have been the sexiest man alive by People magazine down the line, wasn't he?
I'm sure he has been at some point.
I think he might have been. All right, time now to check in with the Archer Marching Band, brought to you by Regions Bank. Great job by the Archer Marching Band, brought to you by Regions Bank. Time now to check out some scores from around the state of Georgia on our Georgia EMC scoreboard, and there are some upsets to talk about. First of all, we head to Moultrie, Georgia, the #1 ranked team in Class 6A. The Colquitt County Packers are right now trailing in that game with Decula, 23-15. That game now at the half. Phil Proctor had an earlier update for you, but now it's 23-15 at the half. Grayson leads Tucker 20-12. That game at the half. Hillgrove leads Roswell by 10, 24-14 at the half. It is Central Gwinnett over Newton, 14-9. That game at the half. McEachern all over Alpharetta, 37-0. That game in the second quarter. Hughes and Milton tied 7-7 in the second quarter. It is Edo over Westlake by a couple of touchdowns, 14-0 in the second quarter. Mays leads top-ranked and undefeated Ware County, 6-3 at the half. It is Marist upsetting Griffin right now, 24-0. Griffin on a 28-game winning streak, the defending Class 4A champs. They trail 24-0 to Marist. And Buford, the 3A defending champs, they lead Mary Persons 28-7 at the halftime score. For complete Georgia scores, download our GPB iPad or iPhone and iPad. Our app, that's what you want to download. Live updated info, blogs, scores, brackets, everything you might want, and it's absolutely free. Claire?
Well, this weekend, 112 teams are colliding in the GHSA playoffs, and when the dust clears, 56 of them will remain on the road to the Georgia Dome. Here's our Football Fridays in Georgia schedule, brought to you by Georgia EMC. Next week, we hit the quarterfinals as just 8 great teams will remain. On December 5th, it is the semifinals. The winners of those games will punch their tickets to the Georgia Dome to play for a state title. Of course, GPB Sports will have you covered all the way to the Dome, so check us out at gpb.org for next week's game selection. We will post that on our website and on Facebook and Twitter tomorrow as soon as we make that decision. Remember, GPB is your home for high school football because nobody does high school sports like GPB.
All right, John Nelson now joins us for another edition of Backroads and Backfields, brought to you by the Georgia Cotton Commission.
The natural choice for Georgia.
And today, John has the lowdown on Class Single A.
Kind of took a bit of a representative sample as to what was happening in Single A. They start their playoffs this week, and there are a lot of scores, there are a lot of upsets that are happening right now to pay attention to. So we wanted to see what the private side coaches, some of them, thought about a public championship and a private championship. 16 aside, the public and private schools in Single A chase their respective titles starting tonight. But the titles are theirs and theirs alone. With a mathematical formula, wins, losses, and a region title all thrown into the hopper to figure out who moves on and who stays home. So the response to the current format is as varied as you'd think.
And I think the kids just want to play. And I think if we ask most of the kids around the state, do you really care if they're public or private? I think most would probably say no. We just like to play. I understand the reasoning for the split, and I understand there's issues on both sides. And, my wish personally is that we could all get everybody together and come up with a common good here.
Stratford Academy's Mark Faraba made it to a final in 2012 with Prince Avenue Christian. In a loss to Eagles Landing Christian, he sees the cards on the table as what he's dealt.
Probably, honestly, the split gave us a chance the year we made it to the Dome. It probably gave us a chance to get there. So, I'm not going to, one way or the other. It's just kind of whatever it is. It's not my decision anyway, and I don't think anybody's going to ask me what I think. I've already said what I thought, and I don't think anybody really listened to it anyway. So, we'll just take whatever the rules they give us and, we'll play.
And the defending champ over at Aquinas would like to see it go one step further for a unified title, an opinion held by just as many as the others.
I'm not the biggest fan of the split. I hope it comes to an end sooner or later. Not just because the whole private-public, but I think both private and public schools are losing money in the playoffs. Not as many teams are making the playoffs. So I think all in all, hopefully it'll go away sooner or later. Or at least after there's a private champion and a public champion, those two play for another championship or something.
And when you ask the public coaches, they don't mind the idea of a split as well, but at the same time, Mark, they're talking about the other sports is where the concern is, not just football. It's all the other secondary sports where it always happens, and that's where the decision process is.
All right, he is John Nelson, Backroads and Backfields, brought to you by the Georgia Cotton Commission.
The natural choice for Georgia.
Now it's time to check in with Grace Olson and another edition of what we call Rent Check. Grace?
Thank you, Claire. It's Rent Check. We check in with the parents, see how much they know about their sons on the field. Right here, I've got Jim and Emily Bliss, the proud parents of archers Dylan Bliss. Now let's put a couple photos of Dylan when he was younger. Embarrass him. He's a very cute little kid, though. And we only have time for one question. So here's your question for the night. What is Dylan's most proud academic accomplishment?
Proud academic accomplishment?
I mean, it would have to be that he's an academic honor roll student for 4 years.
That's right. You got it quickly. And by the way, a great job, guys. We have brother, fiance, friend, everybody joining us on this Rent Check. So thank you, guys. Let's send it back over to the set, and great job.
Now it's time for our career play of the game, brought to you by the Technical College System of Georgia. Welcome to Skilled Trades, where the education is hands-on, the work is rewarding, and the careers are built from the ground up. Job forecasters predict virtually every skilled trade career will grow during the next decade. If you have the right tools, you can shape your own future. That's why the entire field of skilled trades is our career play of the game. This message is brought to you by the Technical College System of Georgia. Visit tcsg.edu for information on starting your next career.
Ready for the next 24 minutes of action?
I think so, and I think Lee County better be ready as well.
All right, let's send it back up to the booth. Matt and Chuck, take it away for the second half.
All right, thank you, Mark. Archer looking very much like a state championship contender in that first half with a 35-6 lead.
Well, the best way to describe this team, what I see, is explosive on both sides of the ball.
All right, we're going to come back and take a look at those first half highlights and also the first half stats when we get back, and plus we'll get the third quarter started as well.
Cotton farmers want you to know cotton is grown in 91 Georgia counties on over 1 million acres. Cotton makes a $2.5 billion economic impact and accounts for over 15,000 jobs in Georgia. Cotton's innovative production has lowered water use per pound of cotton by 75% since 1980. One bale of cotton can make 215 pairs of denim jeans or 700 towels. Cotton is a natural choice for Georgia.
You look twice before crossing. You exercise. You choose the salad occasionally. But when it comes to staying well, physically, financially, emotionally, going it alone is hard. So Cigna has your back and your knees 24/7, in sickness and in health, answering your questions, giving you some coaching, helping you get well and stay well. That's having a partner who's with you all the way. Cigna.
Nothing prepares you better for a great career than the technical college system of Georgia. TCSG colleges produce graduates with the knowledge and training today's top employers are looking for. With campuses across Georgia, state-of-the-art facilities, and outstanding instructors with real-world experience, it's the kind of affordable college education that will fast-track you into a rewarding career. We're building a better future for you. Contact the TCSG college in your area today or go to tcsg.edu.
Start of the second half, 35-6. Archer on top of Lee County here in the second round of the Georgia High School Association 6A playoffs. Matt Stewart along with Chuck Smith. And Chuck, let's take a look back at the first half highlights. And Archer scored the first 3 times they had their hands on the ball and had a 21-0 lead after 1 quarter. This capped their 52-yard opening drive, the 8-yard run by Randy Nails, and then Tiller got to work going to Kyle Davis.
Well, excellent job right here with the now screen. Davis making the play.
That was 26 yards for the score, and then 22 yards to Connor Redmond, the star tight end, his first touchdown catch of the season. And then the defense goes to work for Archer, and that's Frank Finch.
Does a good job getting that interception, but I love him as I'm watching these guys get downfield. Excellent job, of course, by the defense.
Lee County's only touchdown score, spectacular catch by Jake Hugh Quimbley. 32-yard touchdown reception from Morrell. And then Nails on the short pass from Tiller takes it 48 yards for the score. And the stat totals heavily in favor of Archer, 278 to 201 in total yards, 13-8 on first downs. The turnovers, of course, were very big as well. And look at the third down conversions. Lee County has yet to get a third down conversion in this ball game, and consequently, they are down by 29 points as we get ready for the start of the second half. I want to go back and look at that pick six by Frank Finch, and I want you to pay special attention to number 37, Quinn Miller, the Mike linebacker on this play.
And what you see here, number one, the quarterback keeps his eye on the receiver too long. But what you see here, watch 37 reading the quarterback's vision. No one runs in my zone. Booyah. Nice shot there. Excellent job. But here's what I love right here. This is what football's all about. Extra effort right here. Gets downfield and knocks the quarterback to the ground. That's why Archer right now is just basically doing whatever they want to do. Quinn Miller has set the tempo today. He almost got knocked out earlier, but he's knocking other guys around. I'm going to tell you, I like everything about that young man setting the tempo for this physical Archer team.
Quinn Miller officially only 3 tackles in that first half, but he had 2 big hits, 2 BHs as you taught me.
Yep, BHs.
On that one play right there. Let's check in with John Nelson.
All right, Matt, thank you very much. Here with the coach. What'd you tell him? I know it was 21-0 before you could blink.
Yeah, you know, we've Archer's playing really good tonight. They're making a lot of plays, and we're not. So, you know, we just got to get ourselves calmed down, refocused, and do what we're coached to do. But, you know, we've run into a really good football team tonight, and we weren't able to match their level of execution, and, you know, we're going to have to do that in the second half to have a chance to get back in this game.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Send it back upstairs. You know he's got a lot of work to do down 29.
Absolutely. Now, Lee County has not been in a game like that this season. 8-2 on the year, 3-2 in tough Region 1 with victories over Tift County on the road, Camden County on the road, Lowndes, close loss to Valdosta. But here tonight, they may have run into their toughest team on the schedule, and that includes Colquitt County, who they lost to 58-14 in Moultrie. This Archer team seems to be putting it together at the right time. They are 2 quarters away from advancing to the state quarterfinals for the first time in school history. Now, mind you, this is just their 5th full season of football, so it's not been a long history, but they are that close to going to the quarterfinals.
8-game winning streak. Archer, I mean, when you look at what they've done this since after they went 0-3, it's just phenomenal. But one thing about football, it's built on momentum. You build confidence. And that's what you see in Archer, I believe, now.
We see Archer finished in a 3-way tie with Decula and Grayson for the Region 8 6A championship. They won it outright last year, so back-to-back region titles in just 5 years of football, undefeated regular season last year. This is really their 5th full season. Their first year, they only were 1-2, so 6 years of football, really only 5 full seasons, as they are back in the playoffs now for the 3rd time in school history, and 2 quarters away from being just 3 wins away from a state title.
And I got kids that play in the GFL, the Gwinnett Football League, ran by a buddy of mine, Eric Richards. Let me just tell you this. Archer has been whooping butt from the Little League from a while. I've seen some of these kids come up through the GFL playing some top-notch ball. So, you know, it's something to be said about what Archer has been able to do, because it starts at the youth level and it's showing up big time right now on the high school level.
Time for your GoBuildGeorgia.com 3rd quarter kickoff. Learn a skill, build a career. Do it now at GoBuildGeorgia.com. So Archer in the red and silver, Lee County in the white, red and black, and we are underway in the second half. Jemias Williams will watch it hit and go into the end zone, so Archer will take over at the 20-yard line. Gabe Tiller, 11 of 17 for 161, 3 touchdown passes in that first half. Randy Nails, 12 carries, 71 yards and a touchdown, 1 touchdown receiving, 48-yard reception, and Kyle Davis, 3 catches for 53 yards. Davis also had a touchdown catch among his 3 catches. Blitz coming. They pick it up. Now Tiller under pressure throws, and the pass is incomplete. Connor Redmond, the intended target. Redmond committed to South Carolina back in June.
I want to see a little more running the ball here from Archer now. We get this run this clock out. It's 35-6.
And it's about 35 degrees on top of that. It's not quite that cold, but it's cold enough. 2nd down, blitz coming from Lee County. Again, they pick it up. Kyle Davis, the catch, has 1 man to beat. And that's a nice wrestling job out there on the edge by the cornerback, Curtis Williams, to get him to the ground. And it's going to be 3rd down and long.
Nice job by Curtis Williams. 5 tackles, 2 pass breakups versus Lovejoy. Had an excellent job in the first round. Nice tackling, you know, gets his arm, wraps him up, and taking down that's a big old oak tree now.
Yep, it is. Curtis is a big corner too, 6'1", 190 senior.
Yeah, he's a great player.
3rd down and 7. Tiller gets rid of it in time to Kyle Davis, and good tackle by Malik Williams out there for Lee County. So a 3 and out. Don't know that Archer had a 3 and out in the first half, but they go 3 and out here to start the second half.
Just comes down, sits down in that zone. Good job, quarterback getting out of his hands, but even better job of gang tackling by that defense of Lee County.
So it is their first 3 and out of the night. Gabe Tiller now backs up and stands at his 13-yard line to punt. End over kick. Willie Kelly has it hit in front of him and thought about picking it up on the hop. And now it's touched by Archer at the 35-yard line. So that's where Lee County will go on offense. You see Morrell, 8 of 17 passing for 135, a couple of interceptions, one that was a pick 6. He also threw a touchdown pass. Willie Kelly, 3 carries, 38 yards, and Troy Eifert, 2 catches for 56 yards. Quimbley had the big catch, only 1 catch, but it was good for 32 yards and a touchdown.
Well, he's going to have to multiply that, 8 of 12, that 8 by about, let's say, 4. He's going to have to throw the ball every down here if they're going to have a chance to get in this game. It's dangerous, but it's what you got to do when you're behind.
Well, they run the ball to start the second half. Willie Kelly on the run. Finch, who had the pick 6 in the second quarter, made the tackle. Willie Kelly, a 5'10", 170 senior, came into the night with 518 yards rushing on 89 carries, a 5.8 yard per carry average, and a couple of touchdowns on the run and a couple of touchdowns receiving. So 2nd down and 5 from the 41. Throwback pass, and downfield they go. Got a man open at the 23. That's Quimbley. 2nd time they may have been able to get the ball to Quimbley, and every time they do it, it's a big play, but there's also a flag down on the field at the 45. Chip Huffman is our referee.
Holding on the defense. That penalty is declined.
Well, there you go.
First down.
Well, that's the way you get back in the ball game. You make some big plays, and Quimbley twice tonight has made a big play.
That was a nice play, nice design here. Fake it on the sweep. He ends up throwing it back to his quarterback. And his quarterback ends up doing a good job, Garrett Morrell, throwing it downfield. Excellent job making a play on this ball here by J.Q. Quimbley.
And that was Gardner, who we thought might be done for the night. He's back in there to start that third quarter. Morrell goes wide side to Eford. Nice snag. And Eford out of bounds at the 11-yard line. And quickly, Lee County down the field trying to get back in the ball game quickly.
Well, it's a good job. Nice out route. Nice throw. Garrett Morrell has a nice arm. Gets it out of there, comes out of there. Good catch. Gets out of bounds.
Morrell replacing Stephen Collier, the quarterback who signed with Ohio State after last season. 1st and 10, ball at the 11. Gardner trying to get around the edge. Actually, that's Williams, Marquise Williams, down to the 1-yard line. So a first down carry by Marquise Williams. Gotta like the way Lee County has attacked this thing to start the third quarter.
Well, the same way Archer put up that 35 in the first half, you can come back. That's got to be your mind frame. They put up 35. We got to match them. And they got to look at getting 29, but it's a good start.
Handoff, Gardner
penalty
into the end zone for a touchdown.
There's a flag on the play. I don't know who he's throwing.
Illegal formation on the offense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Stop if you've heard that before. You can see Dean Fabrizio. Well, my goodness, he's got to say. And that's the clean version.
Right here, it looks like the left guard and left tackle are in the backfield. Looks like they're too far back. The heads have to split the hip of the center to be legal.
So now it's 1st and goal from right outside the 5-yard line. And that is a touchdown. Bull run by Gardner. First touchdown of the night for Gardner. And his 9th rushing touchdown of the season. And now Lee County's made it 35-12. Not going to chase after the extra point right here. And they'll kick it. Not going for the 2 just yet. No need to do that. Michael Langston missed his PAT earlier in the ball game, hit the upright. Just his 3rd miss out of 43 attempts this season. He has been normally reliable. This time, knuckles it through. So Lee County, on their first possession, is able to ram it in behind Jamal Gardner with our TCSG touchdown replay. The touchdown run by Gardner of 5 yards, and it makes it 35-13.
Well, it's a good job by Jacob Baker, offensive tackle number 78. Excellent job by this offensive line, moving people around. And that's what you're looking for. You want to start establishing some physicality for yourself. But again, I like this time, the beginning of this half, I like the tempo that Lee County's coming out with. They got a little pep in their step, because I can tell you this right now. Coach Fabrizio went in there and lit them up. I'm talking about lit them up. And that's what he should do when you play the game like this, when you're getting your butt whooped like this. Challenge the kids, and they responded.
Peeled some paint off the locker room wall, no doubt about that. So let's see if Lee County can come up with something on defense here and climb a little bit closer into this ball game. But a good first step for Lee County on their opening drive to take it 65 yards for the touchdown on just 5 plays. Again, miscommunication between Kyle Davis and Jamias Williams. That's the second kick in a row they've let hit between them.
I know.
I'm not sure what's going on back there, but both times Kyle Davis pointing at Jamias Williams and Williams looking at Kyle Davis like he was supposed to take it. So the ball comes out to the 20. Let's check in with John Nelson.
Scoring update from Moultrie, and the ball has hit the ground a lot for Dacula in the third quarter. Fumble, return for a score. Fumble, quick possession for a score by Shyheim King. Fumble, return for a score by Shyheim King on the offensive flip. 37-23 now, Colquitt County, third quarter.
Wow. Turned that around in a hurry, didn't it?
Yeah, what are they doing down there? Sound like they're trying to throw the game. Come on.
It was at one point, 20-0, I think, and then 23-7, and now Colquitt's up 37-23. Packers have flipped the switch on that one.
The great equalizer is turnovers. You win a turnover battle, you usually win the game.
Yep.
Now let's see what Lee County does here on defense. They're bringing
showing a lot of blitz. They run Jamias Williams, and he runs by the blitz and picks up the first down. And he was that close to going all the way.
Now what they're looking here, they're running this power. They're coming off tackle here with the running back. He's going to come in here. Everybody's coming. He's going out here to seal here, guys, and they're trying to get him on the edge. Well, they got him on the edge.
Tiller slings it out here to Singleton. Got a good block from Redmond. And Singleton gets about 4.5 on the play. Redmond, he just really got in the way. And when you're 6'5", 220, sometimes that's all you got to do.
Yeah, he's a big man. He's got a bright future. Big time. It's going to be interesting how they respond here. Archer.
Singleton in motion. Jamias actually riding nails. There he goes. Touchdown.
It wouldn't be cheesy to say he's trying to put the nail in the coffin with it. Early, but, that is kind of cheesy.
That's good.
I digress.
No, I mean, no, that's all right. That's all right. TCS touchdown replay.
Inside zone is the staple of this offense, guys. When you run the spread, that's what you want. You start from the inside and work to the outside. Nice job by Nails, but even better job by that offensive line.
59-yard touchdown run by Nails. And it is 42-13. Randy Nails with his third touchdown of the night. He's gone 8 yards. He's gone 48 yards, and now he's gone 59 yards, and Archer leads 42-13.
Providing safe, affordable, and reliable electricity requires more than bucket trucks and utility poles. These are the faces behind your power. For more than 75 years, Georgia's nonprofit, member-owned electric cooperatives have been on a mission to brighten the lives of more than 4.5 million Georgians. We are Georgia's EMCs, proudly serving our members, lighting the way.
This moment, getting here took 3 years of sleepless nights and postponed vacations. Your dad said, play it safe. Your husband kept the faith. But franchising is why you partnered with Regions in the first place. We share your vision for moving forward. And at moments like this,
Hi, Steve.
That makes all the difference. Is your business at a turning point? Regions.
(42-13) Archer, after a big touchdown run by Randy Nails, answers quickly the Lee County touchdown, Chuck.
Yep, and let me coach you up here on this inside zone play. What they're trying to do here with this center, try to get a body here. Also 78 coming down here, sealing. You're going to see this back. He's going to come here, take it. Everybody gets washed on the defense. It's the mainstay of this offense here for Archer. Right inside, washes. Excellent job by Mitchell Horn, the senior. I mean, clearing the entire side, and that's what you want to do. You want to take the defensive lineman. If they're moving in one direction, you want to keep taking them that way. That's what zone blocking is. Excellent job by that inside zone play by.
Check in with Grace Olson.
All right, quite a productive night for Randy Nail so far with Archer. We talked to Coach Dyer about him earlier this week, and he said Randy is everything you want in a football player. He's a small guy, but he really defies the odds. He refuses to lose, and he said if I can mold him and have him on my team every year, I would rest a lot easier. Matt?
You nailed it, Grace. I digress again. I know
tell
it gets easier by the minute.
I feel I'm up in the booth with Jay Leno.
Hey, man, when you have a game like this, you gotta, hey, man, we gotta do something to entertain a little bit. Come on, hey. I'll come back with my Howard Cosell here in a minute, my Muhammad Ali.
All right. McRae on the return, and a big return by Bernard McRae. Gets the ball out to the 45-yard line. Isaiah Pryor made the special teams tackle for Archer.
It's a nice return. Gets the ball, one cut and go. That's what you look for. Head downfield, nice blocking, excellent. Nice hopping through the tacklers there, and good effort. It's important that Lee County comes and keeps competing. They've had a heck of a year, and they want to finish this game and just give it the best they can. And that's what defines who you are when you're in a situation like this, your effort when you're down.
So the ball at the 45-yard line, just really disheartening for Lee County, though, Chuck, after they got that quick score on the touchdown run by Gardner for Nails to come right back. They covered 80 yards in less than a minute, and he went 59 yards for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's demoralizing, and man, it's just when you think things are going your way, you make a play, nice drive, and then you give up a long run. And that's just kind of indicative of how it's been all day. When you get a penalty, you make a good play, then you get a penalty, it sets you back. So it's kind of the way it's been for Lee County all day.
2nd down and 6, ball at the 49-yard line. Pick up a 3 on the play from Marquise Williams. Marquise Williams has been getting the bulk of the carries ever since Jamal Gardner suffered that ankle injury. Gardner has been able to return, I think, for just one play here in the 3rd quarter. And that was that throwback pass to the quarterback.
I've been keeping an eye on Quentin Miller, number 37. Just kind of watching his movements. Kid's got some nice instincts. He's going to be a good player.
3rd down and 2. Morrell going for the home run, and McRae, double coverage back there, Singleton and Aramis Bryant. And now it's going to be 4th down and 2, and you no doubt go for it right here.
Yeah, you got to go for it. I want to see some pass rushing amped up now. We get to this, when you're on the defense, you got to, that's when you pin your ears back, Matt. When you big leads, you want to work on your pass rushing. But what I see here is that Archer, their philosophy is they're a more cover-based team. And there's nothing wrong with that, as long as you mix them up.
Lee County 2 for 3 on 4th downs. And did not get it. Ball will go over on downs as Archer stops Marquise Williams shy of the sticks at the 46.
Nice job by A.J. Sweat, number 54, stepping in there. The senior comes downhill, does a good job. A lot of bodies in there. But I love the fact that he comes in there, puts his head in there. Well, not his head, puts his shoulder in there. Does a good job of redirecting the running back. It's nice work.
So 1st and 10 now for Archer. Ball at the 46. And just over 6.5 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. As Archer moves closer, pass thrown complete to Singleton. Singleton knocked out of bounds and close to a 1st down at the 44-yard line. Archer moves closer to their first ever quarterfinal appearance.
That's amazing. The school's been in existence 5 years.
Yeah, just their 5th full season of football, and they're about to go to the quarterfinals.
That's something else. A lot of talent around here to pull from, and when you got good coaching, I mean, it's just a matter of time.
They spotted him out at the 46. Singleton got the carry that time, and Singleton picks up the first down.
You know, it was interesting when we had a chance to talk to Coach Dyer that he was a part of history, part of that great Dave Hunter team at Brookwood that knocked off my alma mater, Clark Central, the first team ever in Gwinnett County to beat Clark Central. And I'm going to tell you, that was you talking about a great coach now, Dave Hunter. I'll never forget those words until we matched their training and their physicality. Gwinnett football will never beat Clark Central. They beat us, and they went on to win some titles. And Coach Dyer is a direct effect from coming from that kind of coaching. So, you know, give him a lot of credit. And
what year was that?
That was 1988.
1988.
My senior year.
You were playing in that game. Show you how old I was. I was calling the game on radio.
Wow.
In Athens, young in my career, and that was the night Jason Elam, who went on to kick in the National Football League and with the Atlanta Falcons, Denver Broncos, kicked 2 field goals that night, and Brookwood beat Clark Central 6-0. You're right, and you look back, and that's what we're talking about 25 years ago now, and how things have changed. At that time, Gwinnett County was not considered by any means any kind of a football power. That was the first time they'd ever beaten the powerful Clark Central, and now Gwinnett County is the apex of football in the state of Georgia.
Yep, that's true. And Coach Dyer was on that team, you know, so he was a part of something that was special that was building in Gwinnett County with Brookwood, with Dave Hunter being the catalyst for what I believe this county became in a great football area.
Second down. Nails down to the 40-yard line. And Dyer was a teammate of Tommy Jones, who's now the head coach at Decula. And, of course, they're playing Colquitt County tonight. So Andy Dyer, Tommy Jones from the Dave Hunter coaching tree. Third down and 7. From the 40-yard line. Blitz coming. Heavy rush. Incomplete. Redmond the intended target, and a flag out. Contact from Curtis Williams.
Nice pressure that time. As you alluded to, Curtis Williams coming in. But Nails stepped up and nailed it. On the pass.
All right. Okay. All right.
Nice.
I feel like I'm up here. I'm up here with Bubba. Remember when Bubba kept talking about all the
not Bubba.
No. When Bubba was talking about all the different ways.
Look at Nails. I'm telling you, he nailed it. He nailed it. Literally picked up the block. Come on, man.
In the movie Forrest Gump, when Bubba was talking about all the different things you can do with shrimp, you're coming with all the different ways you can use the name Randy Nails.
Shrimp, soup, shrimp with touffee. Oh man,
that's 3. And look, to your credit, they've been good. They've been good. 1st and 10. He got nailed on that play, but that was Jemias Williams.
See, there you go.
See, I can't do it.
That was great. That was great.
I can't do it like you.
That was great. You rushed it a little bit.
I did,
you rushed it a little bit. I got one more good one. I'm not going to give you any.
Save it.
I'm going to save it to the end. Save the best for last.
4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 42-13, Archer. 29-point lead.
Yeah, run the ball. Let the big boys on the offensive line, you know, this is their time. They can blow off a little steam. You can throw the ball at a time. Ooh.
Jemias Williams running hard. Man, you look at this Archer program, and you and I were talking at halftime, and we believe that with the momentum they built and now that they got all their healthy pieces, this is a team that could end up in the Georgia Dome in 3 weeks playing for a state championship. But you look at they got Kyle Davis, their star wide receiver. He's just a junior. You got Jemias Williams, who's just a sophomore. Dylan Singleton, who's a junior. Isaiah Pryor, we haven't really talked much about
Connor
Isaiah.
Redmond?
Yeah, Connor Redmond's a senior. He'll be moving on, but Isaiah Pryor, he's the number 5 rated safety in the class of 2017. He's got 5 tackles tonight.
Yeah, and as I look at this team, I think it seems to me the great intangible is I just like the control and the command that the quarterback Gabe Miller has of the offense. He's delivering the ball on time. He's not making stupid mistakes. He's getting rid of it when he feels pressure, getting in and out of the huddle and making the right calls anytime he sees the blitzes. And there's something to be said about that. And when you get momentum, man, it's something. When that momentum starts rolling in football, it's something special.
Under 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Pass complete to Davis. There he goes. Touchdown.
See what I'm saying about getting the ball out your hands on delivery? I mean, that's exactly what we were just talking about. Gabe Tiller delivering the ball to Kyle Davis, number 11, on rhythm. You can tell they've worked on that play, that hitch, a million times. I love it when I see young guys performing at a high level.
4th touchdown pass of the game for Gabe Tiller. And the 2nd that's gone to Davis. And it is 49-13. When you get Davis on the TCSG touchdown replay, when you get him on one-on-one coverage, man, he's going to beat his man. Watch
every
this.
Time.
Boom, bye. Little stiff arm. Touchdown.
Just notice how Gabe Tiller gets the ball out of his hands. Gets it one step, fires, gets that elbow, and them shoulders pointed exactly where the ball wants to be delivered. And look, and the bottom line is you got to get that ball out of your hands quick so you give Kyle Davis an opportunity to make that kind of run after the catch. And that's what you look for in a quarterback. A quarterback's job, Matt, is to get the playmakers the ball. And that's exactly what he's doing. Nice work.
Wow.
It's Kyle Davis. He's a beast.
Yeah, he's a man.
He's got it all, man. He can block.
And he's not a senior yet. You know what? Steve Spurrier, there's a good reason not to retire. You got that guy coming to campus in a couple. I'm not suggesting that Steve Spurrier's about to retire. But, I mean, there's a good reason to keep coaching right there.
He a biscuit away from being a tight end, though. He a biscuit away from being a tight end, man. He's a big dude now. Get up to 240, he's going to be a tight end now. Sorry, nothing wrong with tight end. That's the premium position now. Receivers hate that, though. You tell a receiver that, especially a high school guy. Hey, man, you're a receiver till we get you on campus.
Well, Jimmy Graham, remember, he wanted to be a wide receiver so he get that wide receiver money.
Well, that's true. And now in this new era, I'm just telling you that money's going to go up. But, I mean, this kid right now, he's a wide receiver, and he's just making plays. So, I mean, they're just getting bigger. Look at Megatron. Man, I stood next to Megatron up in Detroit, and he's a monster. Calvin Johnson, he looks like a giant tight end.
Yeah. Davis, 7 catches, 97 yards, and 2 scores tonight. Ball is out. It is scooped and inside the 5. Rayshon Judge just missed a scoop and score.
Well, botched handoff here by the quarterback, Garrett Morrell.
And Archer's going to take over at the 2. Big old Kobe Smith fell on top of the ball, nearly squashed the air right out of it. And Rayshon Judge scooped and nearly scored.
They got to give Rayshon a high school fine in the locker room. You got to score there, man. You got to get in that end zone. Boy, you know they bust chops in the locker room.
Yeah.
Man. Come on. Especially the high schools. I go to high schools, these guys crack so many jokes. I'm like, man, I remember what it was like. All they do is crack jokes all day, every day. All good fun, though.
1st and goal to go. Touchdown. Dylan Singleton, untouched. It is 55-13.
You ready for some more nail jokes?
I hope you got.
It's 55-13
Can you
now.
sing and dance?
No, can't do that. But pretty soon here, we got to close this window in front of this cold weather. Why is my window the only one that's open?
Well, trust me, you're not the only one getting cold.
Yeah, I do see your glasses starting to fog up a little bit.
Ice up, what are you talking about? Wow, 55-13, folks. Obviously, we did not expect this to be a blowout. 56-13. I think we can go ahead and put Archer in the quarterfinal bracket now. I think, John, it's safe to do that. Grace, what you got?
We've mentioned the term Team 6, and that's not just the sixth team in this Archer program, but that's actually the name that Coach Dyer has given this team. After a historical 11-1 season last year, he said he wanted to remind the team somehow that they are their own team. This is a new season, a chance for them to create their own identity and not rest on their record from last year. So he said at the banquet earlier this summer, that was the first time he addressed the team as Team 6. He said they didn't really understand at first, they didn't grasp the concept, but after they faced the adversity at the beginning of the season with those three straight losses, they really started to come together as a group, started to bond, and really caught on to the Team 6 mantra, and it looks like it's carried them pretty well through the rest of the season, guys.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Team 6, they've scored 7 of those 6s. No, 8 of those 6s. I can't even do math. How many touchdowns they got in there? They got 8 touchdowns tonight. What am I doing? Yeah. 8 touchdowns tonight. I'm not used to counting that high. 56-13. Said he got that Team 6 thought from Butch Jones at Tennessee.
Team 118.
Yeah, Team 118.
Yeah, that's a good deal, though. And every year there'll be a different one. So I like when we had a chance to talk to him. And the one thing that kind of stood out to me is how he motivated the team. Because you got to remember what happened last year. I mean, that's a shocker to go undefeated. Then all of a sudden, boom, your first loss, you're out.
Yep.
I mean, so that tells a lot about the kind of coach he is and the kind of young men he has on this team.
Ball in and out of the hands of Eford over there, and that was Blakely on the coverage. It's going to be second down.
Well, you gotta take some chances here if they're going to put any more points on the board. You got to take some deep throws.
There's a deep throw right there and over the head of Eford. And now it's going to be third down.
Another flag.
Holding on the defense.
Yeah, that ref right there, like he played a little offensive guard in his day.
Holding
center.
On the defense, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
So that is the first third down that they convert. They do it on a holding penalty against Archer.
I'm finally glad, though, in this day and time, the offensive and defensive line are appreciated. When I was growing up, if you weren't a running back, you know, you didn't get the same kind of respect. And the facts remain, the reason this team is successful because we haven't talked about any sacks, have we? Archer's done a great job.
McCray runs under the long pass from Morrell and caught from behind at the 12-yard line by Singleton.
Said they got to take some shots. Nice job. Nice job getting the ball downfield.
Little double move right here. The corner bit on the double move.
Beautiful throw. I mean, he just lays this up there like it's like catching a feather. Lays it softly in his hands. Nice throw and catch. Nice job by Bernard McCray. Senior number 11. Keep competing. I like it, though. I like when I see the young guys compete. You can't control the score anymore, but you can control your actions when you're in a blowout because we're all going to be there. We've all been there when you're on playing football.
Pass is thrown and picked by Singleton.
That's not good.
And Singleton is finally going to be caught from behind at the 43-yard line. Archer Tigers celebrating over on their bench. The offense gets to go back out on the field. Another pick. Third interception thrown by Morrell tonight, plus a fumble. 4 turnovers for Lee County tonight. So Singleton with the 42-yard return. And Archer goes back on offense. Will Bearden, the backup quarterback, now in there. Will Bearden, who will take over as the starting quarterback next season and was the starting quarterback when we televised Archer back in August because Tiller was hurt. So Bearden getting some work here, a 6'1", 190-pound junior. Has thrown for 125 yards this season. That Bearden didn't think he'd be getting into the ball game in the third quarter tonight, barring an injury.
I know he's excited.
Yeah,
he is.
You bet he is.
It's good work though. He's got a whole quarter to get ready for next year.
Play gets blown up from the get-go right there. We got some fresh running backs in there too. Malik McCaddy. And so Andy Dyer gets the great luxury. There's your starters on offense, man. They've done everything but taken the shoulder pads off at this point.
You can say it. They're chilling.
Yeah, they are.
They're chilling. Cold chilling.
Yeah,
as the young buck said, cold chilling. Yeah.
I mean, what a great luxury for Dyer in that he gets to rest his starters at this point. They only have to play 3 quarters tonight before going into the quarterfinals next week. Nothing doing right there on the run by Dante Blyden. And that is the end of the third quarter. Wow, Archer has put a hurting on Lee County tonight. 56-13, the Tigers are going to steamroll into the quarterfinals tonight. With 1 quarter to play, they can start looking ahead to the next round of the Georgia High School Association 6A playoffs.
Questions can't wait until morning. So I'm one of many nurses at Cigna with answers, anytime, day or night. I'm Lauren, and I've got your back.
I'm not sick. I'm not sick. I'm not sick.
She's perfectly healthy.
Cigna covers preventive care. That's having your back.
The new College Football Hall of Fame and Chick-fil-A fan experience puts fans closer to the game experience. Featuring over 30,000 square feet of college football interactive exhibits. Tickets available at cfbhall.com.
During this performance, one student will drop out of high school. Be there for your big finish.
This program on GPB is made possible in part by supporters of the Georgia High School Association, including the following.
You can't think about service in Georgia without thinking about our brave men and women in uniform. I'm here today with the Georgia National Guard, and we're very proud of them and their families and how they represent our state. At Georgia Farm Bureau, we're proud about the service we deliver to you and your family and to Georgia agriculture. We invite you to come to your local Farm Bureau office and join our family.
Take advantage of Farm Bureau's many services, from multi-line insurance to money-saving discounts. Visit us online at gfb.org.
A happy group of Tigers leading 56-13 heading into the fourth quarter here tonight against Lee County's second round of the playoffs. We asked you earlier in the second quarter who was the last non-Gwinnett County team to win the state championship in the highest classification, which then was 5A, 6A, hadn't been formed yet. The answer was Camden County Wildcats in 2009, and Jameson Gaddis is our winner for tonight. Jameson answered on Twitter, so thank you for everyone who tuned in, and you'll be winning a Football Fridays in Georgia t-shirt. Matt?
Thank you, Grace, and wow, and Camden County finished in last in Region 1 6A this year. So start of the fourth quarter, winner of this game, which is going to be Archer, I think it's safe to say, will advance to the quarterfinals to play the winner of the Hillgrove and Roswell game. If that is Roswell, then Archer would host the game. If it's Hillgrove, because Hillgrove is also a #1 seed, they would coin toss to see who hosts the game next Friday night. And John Nelson is going to be updating us on that score and a whole bunch more here in the fourth quarter. Bearden throws complete to McCaddy, and he gets dropped for a loss by Dexter Green. 7th tackle of the night for Green, and now it's going to be 4th down, and Gabe Tiller, who's no longer playing quarterback with the score being so lopsided, is going to punt from the 29-yard line.
You know how dominant this Archer team has been, Matt, against Lovejoy, 81 yards. I mean, I'm sorry, this team here, Lee County only gave up 81 yards.
Yep.
Today, 275 yards on the ground.
Wow. 457 total. Gabe Tiller, short kick, goes officially about 9 yards.
It's Gabe's worst play of the day.
Yeah, well, when you're up 56-13, you got some margin for error.
Yeah, we don't worry about that, but that, hey.
I bet that the football feels like a brick about right now, like trying to punt a brick.
Like when the ball's coming off their foot, it sounds like a brick.
Yeah. Let's check in with John Nelson.
All right, here's the bracket as we know it coming in. Lee County and Archer. We can pretty much advance Archer right now in the fourth. Hillgrove is leading Roswell 31-28. The game's been going back and forth all evening long. So if things hold up, it's a 1 in Hillgrove. If it holds, it may not, the way this game's been going up against Archer. So it's heading toward a coin flip. We'll have more as we go.
All right, thank you, John. Kendall Jackson makes the catch at the 50-yard line. That's a 4-yard pickup. So we'll keep you updated on that. So Archer could be playing right back here at Archer Community Stadium next Friday night in the quarterfinals, but because 2 #1 seeds could be involved, that's a toss there to Kendall Jackson. Jackson gets knocked sideways at the 47-yard line. Bliss down there making the tackle, and Hunter as well. John, what else you got?
All right, let's go upper right and keep you up to date on McEachern, Alpharetta, Grayson, and Tucker. McEachern really sprinted out to a 27-0 lead early on in that game. It's 44-14 McEachern in the fourth. And the bottom there, that one's gone back and forth. Right now, late third, Tucker leading Grayson 26-23. So the bottom game is back and forth all night. I see that one changing a lot more as we go. More upstairs to y'all.
Wow.
Coach Lamar's got them going over there. It's good stuff. They moved up in classification too, man.
Yeah, played in the 5A finals last year, lost to Creekside. Passes thrown complete. Willie Kelly downfield. That's going to be a first down at the 30-yard line. By the way, we didn't mention it, but of course you all are veterans of watching Georgia high school football here on GPB, so you know that there is a running clock here in the fourth quarter with a 30-point-plus lead, and that's why the clock continues to move and not stop even with first downs or the ball going out of bounds.
It's just the right thing to do.
Yep. Speed it along here. Nothing to see. Keep moving. Well, there is 8 minutes left to see. Willie Kelly gets run out of bounds. Isaiah Pryor, number 13, making the tackle. 7 tackles for Pryor tonight, man. That kid has 10 offers on the table. UGA, Iowa, Kentucky, Miami, Ohio State, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and he's just a sophomore, a 6'2", 190-pound 10th grader.
Steve.
Fresh running backs in there for Lee County right there. That was Ricky Coleman on the carry for the first time tonight.
This defense is continuing to get stronger. As you watch them after those first 3 games, they've grown, and listen to Coach Dyer. He's just everything he talked about in their effort and coming together. And it really started last week, a lot of it, when you realize that, I mean, they only gave up 29 yards rushing to Norcross.
Coleman on the carry again, and Coleman trying to turn the edge, not going to be able to do that. Tackle made by Ryan Morrell. Let's check in with John Nelson again.
Everyone, if you would please turn to your 5A bracket in the upper left-hand corner. This one classifies as an upset. Maize goes to Waycross, knocks off Ware County. The perennial #1 in 5A is gone. 21-18 your final there. Kellen Jones County in a back-and-forth game right now. Right now the Longhorns lead 29-21 in the 4th.
All right. Franklin Stevens, the head coach there at Ware County now, the former Tucker coach before Brian Lamar led Tucker to the state championship a couple of years ago.
Corey Jarvis doing some big-time stuff over there at Maize after leaving Duluth and stepping up and kind of taking that program to another level.
Corey Jarvis also had great success at MLK.
Yep. That's huge right there. That Maize,
that's a big win.
That's a big win.
Well, that's a Maize team that had been a little bit of an enigma. I had them
ineligible downfield on the offense. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. 2nd down.
I had them ranked high in my preseason top 10, and they quickly fell off the map there with some early losses. But it looks like they're starting to play up to their talent level here, advancing to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, that's a big one. I'm happy for all the good folks over at Maize, good people over at Maize. Man.
2nd down, ball at the 20-yard line. Tripped up. Carry right there by Giovante Daniels. First carry of the night for him. Daniels only with 18 rushes on the season.
Good job running downhill. Good job giving effort. Nice quickness. Good job by Daniels. Excellent run.
So 3rd down and 2. I like the way that you kind of analyze the game. You kind of look at it as a coach. I mean, I think, you know, a lot of people at home, they're looking at it 56-13 and think, oh, this game is over. But for a guy like Giovante Daniels, who's getting his first carry of the night, that's a very big play for him.
No question. Yeah. No question. And part of it, and, you know.
5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
And you want to describe it no matter what. And that's the one thing as a football coach you learn, that you never stop coaching. So right now, on the other side, Lee County, they're still coaching their butts off. But also think about it like this. If you're J.Q. Quimby, if you're Garrett Morrell, if you're Jamal Gardner, this is it. Well, I'm saying not for Morrell, but for Gardner, Quimby, this is it, man. It's their last game. This is it in high school. They're seniors. So these seniors are playing their butts off, and, you know, these are going to be the ending memories, but you want to go out knowing that you gave 100% effort.
Marquise Williams gets tripped up in the backfield, and that is Morrell again. Ryan Morrell, who's now playing the Mike linebacker position now that Quinn Miller is out of the ball game. That's a nice tackle by Ryan Morrell.
Does a good job blitzing the A-gap. Comes down, wraps those legs up. Does a little gator roll at the end.
4th down.
That was one of my moves back in the day. That's kind of banned now.
Is that right?
You grab him by the waist and you twist the legs up like a gator. I think that's illegal in high school, but he didn't do it.
Up top for Eford, and broken up or just dropped, one or the other. I don't know whether
it was smacked. It wasn't exactly dropped.
Yeah, they got a piece of it?
Yeah, I think it was behind him, and he tried to reach behind. Almost the ball was behind him. Tried to reach back, smacked it up a little bit.
Jeremiah Nails, Randy's little brother, there on the coverage, and we'll take a timeout with 4:21 to play and come back and wrap this one up in just a moment.
Look twice before crossing. You exercise, you choose the salad occasionally, but when it comes to staying well, physically, financially, emotionally, going it alone is hard. So Cigna has your back and your knees 24/7, in sickness and in health, answering your questions, giving you some coaching, helping you get well and stay well. That's having a partner who's with you all the way. Cigna.
Georgia cotton farmers want you to know cotton is grown in 91 Georgia counties on over 1 million acres. Cotton makes a $2.5 billion economic impact and accounts for over 15,000 jobs in Georgia. Cotton's innovative production has lowered water use per pound of cotton by 75% since 1980. One bale of cotton can make 215 pairs of denim jeans or 700 towels. Cotton is a natural choice for Georgia.
56-13 with 4:21 to play in this one. The Archer Tigers going to advance to the quarters. Disappointing end to this season for the Lee County Trojans, but they'll finish up at 8-3. First time ever in program history they've had 3 straight playoff appearances. They've had 2 region titles. That came in 2005 and 2013. Just 5 winning seasons prior to Fabrizio's arrival. And they've had 19 seasons with 2 wins or less. They've won only 36% of their games. And this year was just the 9th winning season in 44 years of football. But what Fabrizio has been able to do is just outright outstanding. Here in his 6th season, 4th playoff appearance. 3 in a row, 4 in 5 years, the last 5 years, after only 3 for this program prior to his arrival. Done a great job at Lee County. A lot of people said, wow, they're in over their heads after moving up from Region 1 5A, and they proved that they belong, made the playoffs as the 3 seed out of that very tough region.
And they've had a heck of a year. And, you know, the things that they accomplished this year, these young men will take with them throughout their entire lives. And Coach Fabrizio, he's here to stay. And I love what he's teaching and what defines. And what I see in these players right now, I'm watching their effort. And that is exactly how, that's the personality of the head coach. And that's why these guys are still playing hard.
Smallest school in 6A. So in that regard, they work from behind because they have a smaller student population to draw from. So disappointing into the season here, but they're going to finish up 8-3 and head back to Leesburg in 3 minutes and 13 seconds. John Nelson.
All right, lower right in your brackets, fill them in pen. Colquitt, a winner, 51-30 over Decula. Great season for the Falcons. And they will get Milton. So somewhere between Moultrie and Milton, there's going to be a coin flip, and hopefully it won't have 2 heads, unless the person flipping it wants it to have 2 heads on it. So Milton, the 1 seed out of Region 5, beats Hughes 17-14. Great season for Willie Cannon and Hughes. Milton, Colquitt County, low right, next round.
Great job, John Nail, son.
Had to get, since Randy Nails is out of the game, you had to find one other way. You had to find one more way to get the Nail reference in there.
I'm so cheesy in my old age. I'm sorry, man. I digress.
So, John, what would be the halfway point between Moultrie and Milton, Georgia, or basically Alpharetta? What would that be? Would that Macon? Would you just mean like the New Way hot dogs in Macon and flip the coin, or what would you do?
Nail, you there?
I don't know. He might not have heard me. He's busy researching brackets and scores. He didn't hear what I said.
And Milton has that ferocious pass rush that I love with that Steinhaus. Can't forget that last name. Tough player now. It's a good team.
So Lee County going to go back on offense for the final time this season at the 35-yard line. So Archer will improve to 9-3 on the season. A 9-game winning streak heading into the quarterfinals next week against either Hillgrove or Roswell. Last report, Hillgrove had a 31-28 lead.
Man, there's nothing like the high school playoffs, the pep rallies. everything that goes on in the communities. I'm excited right now for this Archer community, all the teams that are advancing, because it just gets bigger.
Yep.
The more you win, the bigger it gets. And when you get that ring on, I'll never forget the feeling. And we were the 85 state champs in 4A. So it's just, I know what these guys are fighting for, and it's worth everything you do out here. It's worth it all.
You know, of course, this next week's going to be a little bit unusual for the football teams because school will be out. I assume in most locales, school's going to be out for Thanksgiving. Yeah. So that means you're going to be practicing during the day.
Yep.
And you know, maybe not, you know, practicing earlier in the day, a little bit different routine. Then you got Thanksgiving. Got to work around that a little bit. Going to be a little bit shorter week.
Yep. Sitting on the couch watching some ball. Eat some turkey.
Yeah. But not too much because you got a big game on Friday night.
Well, I'm going to gain about 10 pounds on Thanksgiving. I can already tell you that.
Oh, man. Backup quarterback in there for Lee County, Sean Edmondson, just got thrown to the ground by Clifford Amazon.
Amazon Jungle.
I tell you what, that's a great name for him. Looks like an Amazon.
Yeah, the kids in Gwinnett County public school system, they're out a whole week. Yep. When I was a kid, you didn't get out a whole week for Thanksgiving.
We barely got off on Thanksgiving Day. That's like they took a vote. Should we let the kids come to school on Thanksgiving Day? It was funny. We were in the lunchroom, and this is going to be the end of the game. Archer's going to win it. 56-13 is the final. Congratulations to the Archer Tigers. They advance to the quarterfinals to play either Hillgrove or Roswell next week. They've now won 9 in a row, 9-3, and they march on. While Lee County season comes to a close at 8-3. Chuck, great game. Look forward to seeing you next week. Going to turn it over to John Nelson and the rest of the gang here after this timeout.
Football Fridays in Georgia on GPB is made possible in part by Regions Bank. It's time to expect more. Georgia's Electric Membership Corporation, lighting the way. Technical College System of Georgia, learn more, earn more. Cigna, go you. And viewers like you, thank you.
As a strong, stable bank, Regions is always looking for opportunities to boost the vitality of our communities. In addition to offering financial solutions for our customers, we are committed to supporting local initiatives and organizations that help our neighborhoods thrive. Regions is proud to be a partner with GPB in building a better Georgia.
Today, companies in the aerospace, advanced manufacturing, and film industries need skilled workers, and the earning potential is high. Go Build Georgia can show you where the jobs are and what skills you need to get them. And the Technical College System of Georgia has fast, affordable training for these great paying careers. Build your blueprint for success at GoBuildGeorgia.com and look to the Technical College System of Georgia to put your plan into action.
At the heart of our community are the businesses that don't skip a beat. Georgia's electric membership cooperatives stand behind local commerce. Whether keeping farms running or shining a light on new ventures, we bring business, large and small, to our communities. Creating jobs, driving development, supporting dreams. Georgia's EMCs, powering our businesses, lighting the way.
Welcome to our GPB Football Fridays in Georgia post-game show on this, the second night of the GHSA playoffs. I'm Mark Harmon, and Archer has just defeated Lee County 56-13.
Hi, everybody. I'm Claire Sims. We are going to have scores, we are going to have highlights, and we are going to have some post-game interviews, but that is all leading up to the big replay of tonight's Archer-Lee County game.
Right. We'll also have a report from Moultrie, that big Colquitt County-Decula game.
Yep, and standing by right now with the winning coach is our own John Nelson. John?
Thank you. We are in a mass of humanity here Congratulations, another milestone for the program, Coach.
Thank you very much. I first just got to say what an awesome job our assistant coaches did getting our kids ready to play tonight, and our kids responded and got themselves ready to play again in week number 2 of the playoffs.
What does this mean for the program? I know that it's winning one game at a time, 5 games over is what you want to do, but what does this milestone mean?
Well, I mean, it's awesome. This is some place we hadn't been before, so we've been around 6 years. This is our first time being able to go into week 3 and eat Thanksgiving dinner together on Thursday, so we're excited about that.
We don't know who you're playing right yet. It's still Roswell and Hillgrove still going at it. But when you talk about this kind of a week, how do things compress and how do you get ready for that next round like this?
Well, we're out of school next week, so we'll be in the mornings. We'll do our normal routine in the film room and getting prepared and getting on the practice field. So it's a great week. No school. They don't have to worry about taking math tests. They can just worry about playing football.
When you stomped on them early 21-0, when you talked to them at the half, what was the mindset going in just to make sure that they focused on that next 24 minutes?
Well, just, it's a maturity test every week, just like I said before, and it's a maturity test coming out. I mean, you got to start fast, and we didn't. We went 3 and out there and then gave up a big ball on defense, so we didn't start well, but kind of gathered ourselves, and I think Randy popped a big run there to go ahead and kind of break their leg.
All right, go celebrate a little bit. We're going to have players in a set. Go celebrate, Andy.
Awesome. Thank y'all. Thanks.
Send it back over to the set. We'll have players in a bit.
Thank you very much, John Nelson. They are really fired up, aren't they?
They are, and I want to know what the banana is about. I'm wearing a coat that kind of matches the banana, so maybe John can tell us that in his next hit.
Maybe someone can tweet us or send it on Facebook or something.
I want to know. It's been in the stands all night long. We have been very curious. I would like to know.
All right, well, let's check in now with our highlights of today's game. Lee County coming in with a 9-2 record, Archer with an 8-3 record, and right from the start, this game belonged to Archer. Randy Nails goes 8 yards for the touchdown to make it 7-0. Then it's Gabe Tiller to Kyle Davis. Kyle Davis scampers into the end zone to make it 14-0 Archer. Still in the first quarter, Gabe Tiller to the big tight end. Connor Redmond right up the middle, 21-0. Then Lee County, watch this catch, J.Q. Quintley. That's a one-handed fingertip catch, 28-6. And Gabe Tiller to Randy Nails. Randy Nails, tough as nails, number 4, scores 6. And Archer goes on to win this football game, 56-13, your final score. And we'll have the play of the game coming up in just a bit.
I think he spent most of the evening in the end zone.
He did. Archer really looking impressive tonight.
Number 4, he's a little powerhouse.
He's
he really
a very
is.
good player.
All right, well, now our John Nelson is standing by with tonight's star player. John, tell me about the banana.
Okay, I found out the deal about the banana. It is a specific good luck charm. Ever since that banana showed up, they haven't lost. I don't want Randy Nails to get trampled here. Okay, so we have a good luck banana and a running back who had a heck of a game. Randy, how does it feel to go to the next round?
How does it feel?
Yeah.
Last year it was a tough year. We went home with a heartbreak. 11 seconds left in the game, they kicked a field goal and won by 2 points. The thing is, we're just not going to go home. We're not going home with anything less. We have a state championship. We worked too hard over the summer, and we just got to go get it.
Now, you lose the first 3 games out of the year, but that was because you weren't at full song. There were folks who were injured. You come back tonight, everybody's getting healthy. Connor's healthy, everything's rolling. What was it like out there tonight when everything was rolling for you?
What was it like? It was amazing. I have a heck of an offensive line, and they're awesome. The perimeter blocking on the outside is awesome. And these coaches, they're just amazing. I couldn't do it without God.
We don't know who you're playing yet, but you're going to have a full week to focus. We talk about building blocks for programs. What does tonight mean for the program when you're long gone, going to college and doing all your other stuff when you're growing older? What does a night like tonight mean for the program?
It's just another step, We work way too hard. Like I said, we work way too hard. And, our goals, region championship, state playoffs, and state championship. That's what we go by, and that's Archer.
Go celebrate, Randy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Randy Nails, toughest nails, and I've got to go run. We'll see you in a bit.
They are fired up here, no doubt, at Archer High School. They've never made it to the quarterfinals before. There's just 8 teams left in all the categories actually, so they're all almost grade 8, so it'll be interesting to see how they do.
And we could very well see that banana in the Georgia Dome in December.
You can wear your coat.
Yeah, we'll see if we match.
All right, let's check out now our play of the game from this game. And it came in the second quarter, late second half. Watch this, Frank Finch picks off this pass. Number 16 then rambles 63 yards down the sideline, picks up a couple blocks, pushes his own guy out of the way, scores the touchdown, a 63-yard pick six. That made it 28-0. And, of course, Archer went on to win the football game, and that is our GPB play of the game.
And, Mark, we have been keeping people at home updated all night long on the Colquitt County game, and our Phil Proctor was down there. He talked to the coach. They were able to come back after being down, so let's go to Phil now.
Well, I was saying in the pregame, I just think that our kids are resilient, and I think they know what the dream is at the end, and, it's going to take a monumental effort out of somebody to get us. I mean, we're just focused, and, we don't want to be denied, but you got to give the Q a lot of credit. I really, you got to give him. I thought Coach Jones had his team well prepared. They came down here ready to play. They were not intimidated by us. They got up 23-7. And, but we just hung tough with them and knew we could do some things, but they're a good football team, very good. I mean, that's the reason they're ranked in the top 5 in the state. That's why they're 10-1. We knew that they were going to be tough, but we got the job done tonight, we just got to move on.
All right, well, congratulations, Coach. All right, so Colquitt County moves on.
How about that story? Colquitt County down 20-0 early on, 20-7, down 23-7, and then they recovered a couple of fumbles and ran them in for touchdowns, and they come back and win that football game, and they move on. We'll have to see how it all shakes out. Could be a coin flip depending on what Milton does, but Colquitt might have to play at Milton. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Well, we're going to take a few minutes to recover, but when we come back, we are going to have scores from all around the state, and John Nelson, he's going to give everybody a lesson in bracketology.
Boy, the mad scientist will be at work. You won't want to miss that. Scores, updates, bracket highlights, bracket updates. It's all coming up next on the GPB post-game show. Stay with us.
Hey Georgia High School students, GPB's annual Stop the Drop video contest is back and open for entry. Show off your creative side with a 30-second PSA about the value of staying in school. You can win a cash prize and make a difference. Visit gpb.org/stopthedrop for more information.
You're up to something, aren't you? I knew it. Otherwise, why come back to the scene of our first murder?
Because, mon ami, I fear it will soon be the scene of another. It is up to you to follow people where I cannot go. Watch through keyholes.
I will not look through keyholes.
Oh, very well. You will remain the English gentleman, and someone will be killed.
Sunday at 8 on GPB.
Each week, GPB brings you the latest in high school sports.
Hi again, everybody.
But we want to hear what you have to say. Tell us what's going on with your team. Share your favorite moments. Post your own pictures and videos. And let everyone know why your team will go all the way.
The best you've ever seen. You haven't seen a game until you've been to one of the games.
Just log on and like us on Facebook, where you can post comments, pictures, and videos to earn your own team bragging rights. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, too.
Next time on Finding Your Roots, Governor Deval Patrick, actor Jessica Alba, and our shared ancestry.
The sooner we acknowledge how common our humanity is, the better off we will be.
The Mexican-American side of my family, there's so many different races that come together.
Our family shows the great unity and diversity of the human community.
Finding Your Roots.
Tuesday at 8 on GPB.
Welcome back to the GPB Football Fridays in Georgia post-game show. We're live in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Second round of the GHSA playoffs. After tonight, 56 teams will remain in 7 classifications as they continue to battle it out on the road to to the Georgia Dome. I'm Mark Harmon, everybody.
And I am Claire Sims. And as you saw tonight, the Archer Tigers are one of those 56 teams who will be moving on. And their fans, they weren't just in the stands, they were also online. Our social media correspondent, Grace Olson, is joining us now. And Grace, people had very busy thumbs tonight.
They sure did. We were hearing a lot about running back Randy Nails. Obviously, he was lighting it up there on the scoreboard, but not only Randy Nails, also wide receiver Kyle Davis. For the Archer Tigers, we had Maurice Duncan say that number 11 for Archer High School, special beast mode, hashtag Friday Night Lights. And we had people also watching from not only in the state of Georgia, but all around the country, because you can watch the game streaming live online at gpb.org/sports. So we had Grant Fox tune in with us on Twitter and say, watching my Archer Tigers all the way from Wisconsin, where it's 15 degrees now. Couldn't be prouder of my boys. Go Tigers. So we feel like we're cold, but I'm sure they're a lot colder there in Wisconsin. And you can also tweet from the GPB football app. You just go to the game of the night that you're interested in. It automatically includes the hashtags of that game, of those teams, and you can tweet a photo of yourself. So we had Cammie watching the interested in the Grayson at Tucker game. So we had a photo that he submitted there. And then let's navigate to another one. We also had Mrs. Vidrine paying close attention to the Etowah at Westlake game, and she tweeted us a photo of her all spirited in her team colors. So you make sure to continue to do that with us. You can just download the GPB football app from the App Store. It's free, and continue to keep us posted during the playoffs and where you're watching from, what teams you're watching, and how excited you are.
All right, thanks, Grace. And we do know, we want to let you know and pass it along to you, we know that the GPB Sports app is having some trouble right now updating the scores. If you want the latest scores, we're about to go to John Nelson to give you those here on TV, but you can also get those online at gpb.org/sports. Thanks, Grace.
All right, sports fans out there, get your brackets out, because we're going to go to the master of the bracket and his sidekick, Chuck Smith, the former Falcon.
Yeah.
John Nelson, take it away. Tell us what's going on in Class 6A and 5A and 4A and all over this great state of Georgia.
All right, with my crumpled pieces of paper, we will start with 6A, and we will start in the upper left bracket to let you know Etowah, Westlake, Newton, and Central. All right, now, here's how it was at the beginning of the evening. So, Etowah beats Westlake 23-6, so go ahead. There you go. Etowah goes in. Westlake is done. Now, down here, we can advance Newton. Newton wins 15-14 over Central Gwinnett. So, Chuck, we got Etowah and Newton going to the next round. Newton, a 3 seed. Etowah, a 2 seed.
Wow, Newton, I mean, you're talking about having a magical season. Kind of unexpected to get this far, but congratulations.
All right, go ahead and clear it. And now what we're going to do is go down, for those of you filling out your brackets, as I have been doing all evening long. We're going to go down low left in the bracket and check out the bracket that we're in right here with Roswell, Hillgrove, Lee County, and Archer. Now, you knew one part of the equation, so go ahead. We've advanced Archer. Go ahead and send Hillgrove over. Hillgrove beats Roswell 38-28. Hillgrove and Archer. What do you think about that matchup next round?
Man, I think that's an upset when you see Roswell. Hillgrove knocks off Roswell, but I'm going to tell you this Archer team, they have so many weapons. To me, they're one of the best, most complete offenses I've seen. They got a great shot, but it'll be a heck of a game.
Hillgrove and Archer in the next round, and that is going to be a coin flip somewhere between Hillgrove and Archer for the next go-round. So, left-hand side of the bracket, Etowah and Newton, Hillgrove and Archer. Let's go to the right-hand side of the bracket and check upper right with McEachern, Alpharetta, Grayson, and Tucker. McEachern had no problems with Alpharetta this evening. It was 27-0 in the first quarter. So McEachern wanders over, and we can send Tucker through. Tucker, in a back-and-forth game, beats Grayson 26-23. So McEachern and Tucker. Now, McEachern was the 2 seed coming out of Region 4. Tucker, their first year in 6A, Brian Lamar is doing some heavy-duty stuff there.
And we've had a chance to do a couple of Coach Lamar's game in Tucker. I mean, they're aggressive. I'm telling you, that double wing, those guards they have are quick. It's a team that plays great defense, but they're so functional on offense that they're hard to beat. Congratulations out to Tucker. But think about this. they're moving up also, too, in classification. It says a lot about their program and also a lot about the coaching.
And two styles of offense next week. McEachern with their spread with Bailey Hockman going up against that wing tee of Brian Lamar.
And that was going to be a slow, fast game. Lamar's going to slow it down running it, and other guys want to speed it up by throwing it.
So it's going to be time and tempo. Let's
That's
go
right.
low right and see if we can fill out the bracket here in 6A and let you know where we're going next. Hughes, Milton, Decula, and Colquitt. And right there it is. So do your circles and your lines. Great season for Willie Cannon and Hughes. Decula loses. We can advance Colquitt. Colquitt was down 20-3, and they go on to win 51-30. Milton beats Hughes 17-14, and I know that you and Matt were trying to figure out a halfway point between Alpharetta and Moultrie, and I'm guessing it's probably right there at the southern part of the 475-75 split, so it might be at like Rutland High School or something. Milton and Colquitt in the next round.
I love Milton. I've had a chance to see them, but Colquitt, they speak for themselves. They're one of the favorites, if not the favorite. But Milton does one thing good that will carry you far in the playoffs. They can stop the run, and they beat up quarterbacks.
All right, that is it for 6A. Mark, we'll send it down to you and Claire and Grace, and we'll come back with 5A in just a sec.
That's going to be a very interesting coin flip because if Milton wins, Colquitt's got to come from Moultrie back up here, and they've been road warriors in the past.
Now, where will they do that coin flip? Because we talked a lot about Waffle House not too long ago.
Right, just what John was saying. Down there somewhere, halfway in between the two.
Stay open late, Waffle House.
All right. Well, you know what? John continues to track the scores, and Chuck Smith continues to help John track the scores. Let's check in with our friends from Georgia Traveler. Here's Christine with a visit to a very interesting art exhibit.
We begin this week in Buena Vista with Christine at the unusual yet thought-provoking folk art environment known as Passaquan.
Have you ever seen these totem pole guys here in downtown Atlanta? Well, they're not just pretty decoration for commuters. Oh no. Bet you didn't know these guys were inspired by one man's unique utopian vision for the future. Huh? Come on, let's take a little trip to Buena Vista and I'll explain. I've got a story for you. There was this guy who was born here in South Georgia and decided when he grew up, I'm gonna move off to New York and become an artist. There, after 10 years, he happened to get a bad fever. And in that feverish dream, he saw 3 tall men with really tall hair that told him, go back to Georgia and build Passaquan. And that's exactly what he did. Welcome to Passaquan. Honey, I'm home. Yes, believe it or not, this is actually someone's home. A 7-acre property in Buena Vista, Georgia, with 2 acres completely covered with these colorful, wonderful, crazy, artsy buildings of sculpture, paintings, patterns, and did I mention color? And a couple of these kind of tiki god totem pole guys. Love what he's done with his hair. Welcome to Passaquan. Is it folk art, Native American art, Aztec, Asian, or a children's crayon drawing of a really happy house come to life? Is it eclectic, eccentric? What is this place? I call it artistic expression.
All right.
Is that exactly what Passaquan is it's artistic expression?
Expression to the hilt.
Featured in the New York Times, Smithsonian Magazine, NPR, and many others, it is on the National Register of Historic Places, and it's one of the largest art sites in the country. Born Eddie Owen Martin in 1908, his father was a sharecropper, but the rural life of Georgia just didn't suit Eddie. So he packed up his bags and moved to New York, became an artist, and an eccentric one at that. He was known as the Wizard of Greenwich Village in the 50s. He later changed his name to Saint Ohm, which are basically his initials, E-O-M. And the joke his friends would say is, when Eddie found religion, he found all of them. And it all started with a feverish dream back in New York.
In the vision, he was visited by these, as he described them, 3 tall people who had their hair combed upward. And they told him to come back to Georgia and do something special. And the visions continued for the rest of his life.
And Saint Ohm believed he was supposed to create a beautiful place, a place of peace for future generations, a sort of build it and they will come kind of thing. And it was to be a place of harmony for all races and all cultures.
There are elements here that are borrowed from cultures all around the world. you name it, and there's little bits and pieces of it here.
You can see evidence of the many religions, many cultures, many nations here in his work. In fact, the word Pasacuan is basically a made-up word. It is supposed to be pasa, a sort of Spanish-sounding word to mean past, and cuan, a sort of Asian-sounding word to mean future.
What he was supposed to do was build a place where the past, the present, the future, and everything else all come together. When you come here, you're actually stepping into what is going to be.
Pasacuan was built over Eddie's mother's 19th century farmhouse. Can you see it there? The only normal-looking house under all the Pasacuaniness?
It's all built on and around and above and beyond what his mother had.
You can say that again. Eddie, or St. Omer, started building Pasacuan in 1955 and continued for more than 30 years until his death. He even envisioned how the Pasacoyans would get around.
These are the levitating Pasacoyans. They are wearing futuristic bodysuits, and all these circles, if you touch them, these are on pressure points, it will actually help you levitate. Let's try it out. Ready? 3, 2, it's actually working.
In addition to the levitating Pasacoyans, you will notice a recurring theme of these circles within circles within circles around here. Hundreds of them in bright reds, oranges, yellows, blues, and greens in spectacular geometric patterns. Are they ancient Mayan calendars, sun discs, ancient warrior shields? Possibly, but these large ones had a very specific purpose.
And these, my friends, are called cosmic mirrors. You'll find dozens of them throughout Pasacuan. St. Omer created these, saying that if you stared into the center, all the vibrant colors will start to move. You'll go into a trance, and you'll be very creative, and you'll build wonderful things. If only I had a paintbrush. Darn it.
Remember, he was told to build Pasacuan, a place of peace, by those 3 tall men of the future. They could have been aliens, I suppose. These kind of look like those guys. Maybe they're still doling out bits of creative genius. Since those cosmic mirrors didn't work for me, I'll ask them.
Are you one of the Pasacuan guys? I'd like to build something cool. All right, I don't see visions yet. I'm not leaving until you help me. What, is it because I'm not tall enough? Finger painting? I'm gonna wait here till you give me a vision. I may be a while.
Yikes, a little warning. Pasacuan can be so inspirational and so effective in its utopian vision, you might get a little carried away.
It's pretty up here. Hello.
How about that?
That looked very interesting. Well worth the trip to Buena Vista.
And there's going to be some new Traveler episodes coming our way.
Yep, starting January, they're going to have a whole slew of new shows. They've gone all over the state over the last year, and they've got some really good stuff to share.
All right, John Nelson has already said what's happened in 6A. We know that Milton is going to play Colquitt somewhere, and our Phil Proctor has a little more from Moultrie and tonight's game from Colquitt County.
We thought it was going to be an exciting game down here in Moultrie, and it was. The final, 51-30, it is Colquitt County. Now, Tequila came out. They jumped on top early. They took a halftime lead of 23-15. But hold on, as John Nelson would say, drop the papers, because here's where it gets good. Colquitt County picked up a Tequila fumble, ran it in. That tied the score at 23. Then the man, Shaheem King, made it a 30-23 game on one of his magic tricks. Next thing, Tequila fumbles, gets picked up by Colquitt County, and again, it is that man, Shaheem King, 37-23. In the fourth, he wasn't done yet. Once again, he scores, and they go on to take this victory 51-30. Shaheem King came back and did score that last touchdown and made it 51-30. I thought this game was going to be exciting. I didn't know how much offense it was going to be. I'm almost tired. Back to you guys. Woo!
You know, we talk about covering high school sports and high school football from Ringgold to Valdosta, from Savannah to LaGrange. We're down there in Moultrie tonight. Phil doing a great job for us.
Yeah, he did, and they wore him out. That was quite a game,
yeah,
for sure. Well, now it's time to go upstairs to our friends John and Chuck. They are going to fill us in on the 5A bracket, guys.
Yes, we are certainly going to do that on 5A. I'm checking scores and other classifications as we go, but we'll start off in 5A. We'll start in the upper left bracket, where to say that it was a surprise is an understatement. Coming into the night, we had Mays, Ware, Jones County, and Kell. There you go. Franklin Stephens and Ware County, the top-ranked team, gone. He's done a great job down there at Ware County. Mays wins at 21-18, and Jones County advances, beating Kell at Kell. So you have Mays, the 3 seed out of Region 6, going on the road to one of the toughest places to play. Franklin Stephens, a great pedigree at Camden, at Lamar, and at Tucker before he goes to Ware. And Jones County, and this is a coin flip now because Jones County is a 3 and Mays is a 3. Big game for 2 3 seeds.
And no one deserves it better than Corey Jarvis. And I know him personally. I've watched him work at Duluth, watched him work at MLK. This Mays team is on the uprise. I'm telling you, Corey Jarvis has that community and that team on fire. Congratulations out to everybody from Mays.
All right, down into the low left part of the bracket coming into the evening, Stevenson, Stockbridge, Houston County, and Sequoia. Houston County and Sequoia, that's going to be played tomorrow night. So Houston County, Von Lasser and his group, it's either going to be that one or it's going to be the other one. So go ahead and circle Sequoia too because we don't know. That's tomorrow night down in Warner Robins. Stevenson and Stockbridge. We can advance Stockbridge now. Stockbridge beats Ron Gartrell and the Jaguars. So Stockbridge works their way through as the region champ out of Region 4, 27-7 tonight against Stevenson. Another early exit for the Jags.
Yeah, and, you know, it's tough on Stevenson. They played some good ball, but they struggled a little bit defensively. Got some playmakers on offense, but hey, you got to move on to next year.
And they'll find out who they play tomorrow night. Stockbridge, a great season so far for them. Now let's go upper right-hand part of the bracket. Glen Academy, Creekside, Dalton, and Northside. And good news for Rocky Hidalgo. Well, actually, you had the top part right. Well, go ahead, circle Glen Academy because we can move them through. Rocky Hidalgo leaves Walton to take the job with the Red Terrors. They come back to beat Creekside. So Glen Academy makes their way through there to play Northside Warner Robins. A back-and-forth game, a great season for Matt Land and the Catamounts. Northside Warner Robins wins 30-21. So Rocky Hidalgo from Walton, the 3 seed out of Region 3, travels to McConnell Talbert next week to take on the juggernaut that's Northside Warner Robins.
Good coach, Rocky Hidalgo. I mean, great job at Walton, but I'm going to tell you, I think it's a perfect fit at Glen Academy. Congratulations.
All right, now let's go low right when it comes to 5A. Coming into the evening, Coffee, Allatoona, Gainesville, and Harris County. And the top one, we can go ahead and move Allatoona through, actually. There you go. All right. See, it's the beauty of having an eraser and a clear button.
That's right.
Allatoona works their way through, winning 45-14 over Coffee. Russell Halliman, over 2,000 yards on the year for that big running attack for Gary Varner and the Bucks. And in a back-and-forth ball game, Gainesville and Harris County. Who's the circle go? Goes to Gainesville. Gainesville in another barn burner. It's going to be Allatoona and Gainesville. Gainesville won 49-40 over Harris County tonight in Hamilton. So it's Allatoona and their big running game going up against Gainesville and Mikey Gonzalez in that passing attack next round.
I love the Red Elephants now. They've been airing it out, and, you know, they got a great system now to develop quarterbacks. No one does it better than the guys up at Gainesville.
Deshaun Watson has turned into Mikey Gonzalez. Now let's go to Quad A and let you know what's going on because that bracket has now been completed. We'll start things off upper left with Sandy Creek, Wayne County, Baldwin, and Cartersville. And the matchup everybody wanted, we're going to get Sandy Creek beats Wayne County, Cartersville beats Baldwin. Sandy Creek won 29-7, Cartersville won 41-10. Great work for Chip Walker coming through as a 2 seed, beating a very pesky Wayne County bunch and the Jackets there in Jessup. And that was a big travel for them. Cartersville and Joey King, first year taking over for Frank Barden. 2 heavyweights in Quad A upper left.
And both know how to play some defense. I mean, that's going to be a slugfest.
And we're going to come back with the rest of Quad A after this. We got a lot more brackets, a lot more teams, and a lot more quarterfinal setup that we're going to give you. Chuck, me, Claire, Grace, Mark, more from Archer Community Stadium as the post-game show continues right here on the great GPB. Stay with us for more brackets and stuff.
They're my classmates. In 9th grade, there were 100 of us. That's me. Only 56 of us graduated high school. And only 37 of us decided to continue our schooling at 2- and 4-year colleges. Can you believe out of 37, only 9 finished? guys, we can do better than that. Let's complete the picture.
Traveling at about 50 miles an hour, just thinking about where I should go next. If you have any ideas, visit us on our Georgia Traveler Facebook page. Gotta go!
Welcome back to the GPB Football Fridays in Georgia post-game show. We're in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Second round of the GHSA playoffs after tonight. 56 teams will remain in 7 classifications. We've got brackets, we've got scores, we've got social media, we got all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah, and as John and Chuck are going through those brackets, we've got to figure out where we're going to be next week, and we've then got to let you know where we're going to be. And Grace, tell people how they can find out.
You can find out by following GPB Sports on Twitter and also liking us on Facebook. Find us on there because tomorrow, as soon as we know the matchup for next week, we're going to make sure that you guys are the first to know. So follow GPB Sports on Twitter and on Facebook, and we'll be into the quarterfinals. So, I mean, you need to stay on top of this stuff. And right here on the blue iPad, we see a lot on this show. I hold the social media Bible with GPB Sports, but you can have it too if you just follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and download the GPB football app like we've told you about. There's so many photos from tonight's game, so many videos. You need to check it out and tag the people you know if you know people were at the game. So I'm going to send it back to those guys in the booth so we can check out more brackets.
All right, thank you very much, Grace. All right, we started in Quad A upper left, so we're just going to talk about the brackets as we go here. And Marist and Buford will be next round. Marist beating Griffin, Buford beating Mary Persons. You're going to have St. Pius going up against West Lawrence in the right-hand side. Okay, here's your left-hand side, Marist and Buford in the next round. That's going to be a great contrast of styles. Buford's heavyweights and Marist as well. So there you go, Buford and Marist in the next round. Right-hand side of the bracket, we're going to go with just what happened. West Lawrence beat Stevens County. First time they've been this deep in the playoffs in a long time. St. Pius beats Eastside. They were up 52-14, so it's going to be West Lawrence and St. Pius in the next round. Low right. We had Burke County and Woodward. Woodward Academy advances 28-6 over Burke County. North Oconee, K1 Bryant goes to another round over Cairo, so it's Woodward and North Oconee in the next round in Quad A. AAA is a completed bracket as well. Washington County and Pierce are going to play in the next round. Washington County beat Callaway 31-7. You're also going to have Blessed Trinity and Jefferson on the left-hand side of the bracket. Right-hand side of the bracket, Calhoun, Elbert County, Westminster in their first quarterfinal since 2003, and Hart County. AA. Heard County, winner. Lovett, winner. Benedictine, winner at Rabun County. Great run for Lee Shaw and everything going on there. So there's your Lovett, Macon County, Benedictine, and Rabun County. Lovett, winner. Macon County, great season. Benedictine, winner. Rabun County, great season. Lovett and Benedictine next time. Now, GAC a winner also in AA and in Single A. Winners across the board in the private. Calvary Day, Prince Avenue Christian was winning big. Savannah Christian won in private. Aquinas was winning big. And in public, winners Marion County, Mount Zion, Hawkinsville, and Commerce, with Dooley County winning and Irwin County winning. That's the short version. For the long version, go to gpb.org/sports. Go to the GPB Sports app, and I think Chuck and I are going to try to rest our fingers and try to stay warm up here for a little bit, guys, and send it back down to you.
Good job.
Whew, time to breathe. Send it back downstairs. Nice job.
I just want to say that nobody in the entire state of Georgia knows as much about high school football as John Nelson and Chuck Smith as they put that all together for us.
It's all Chuck, trust me.
Very
He's
concise.
being the strong silent type right now, though. We didn't hear much from Chuck in this last one.
No, that's okay. I just talked for 2.5 hours. It was Nelly's time. He nailed that one.
Oh, no! He puts in one more nail. I guess that's the nail in the coffin from upstairs.
That's
barbecue.
enough.
Barbecue
that's
shrimp.
enough.
All right. Well, thanks so much, guys. That is it for tonight's Football Fridays in Georgia postgame show, live from Archer High School.
All right. Continuing next week, GPB will be your home for the playoffs, the postseason, the big dance, the football fiesta, the pigskin palooza known as the GHSA Championships as we move into the quarterfinals.
And don't forget, a repeat broadcast of the All Access Pass and tonight's Lee County Archer game is kicking off in just a couple of minutes, and you can watch that impressive win all over again.
So for all of us here at GPB Sports, thanks for joining us on Football Fridays in Georgia. We have you covered every single Friday night all the way to the state championships in the Georgia Dome in December. So until next time, from some great GHSA great high school playoff game, remember to go online to our GPB Sport website tomorrow and see which game we are going to broadcast. We'll have it up tomorrow as soon as we can. Grace will take care of that. And until then, have a great week. And so long, everybody.